What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to Let's Play Cyber Knight's Flashpoint. It is time for the second mission of the Null Deal storyline, the Straylight Flip. Yep, that's the name. We're finally going to get paid for a mission. Tosca is here having us, well, I guess we'll read the mission brief. The ex-Night Horizon quant Vix Belthorn has agreed to make an escape attempt from the D cartel. Our attempt will be complicated by Vix's kill switch, which allows the bodyguards to trigger his cybernetic that will inject a deadly toxin. I'm not reading very well. We'll need to be close by to administer the antidote before Vix dies in the spot. You need to get close enough to Vix Belthorn, give them the signal to run for it, deploy the antidote, and then cover their escape and extraction. Alrighty, so we are getting a little bit extra money thanks to having the Dealmaker talent from our face. We have the active defector, sort of active leverage. This is how we tell Vix to go run for it on our side. We'll be running our Vanguard again. Basically, this is the squad we started with, except this time we've got Viking back in the mix here. And ultimately, we're ready to go. We're on the ground, and Vix is heading your way. Remember the rules, no shooting the VIP, right? No shooting Vix Belthorn, but we do need to get close enough to cover his escape. Remember, as soon as you put the call in using the leverage, Vix will make a break for it. And at that point, those bodyguards will try and shoot to kill, or they'll trigger the kill switch, or I guess and. We'll be ready with the EpiX injectors. He won't be able to wait long. Stick to the plan, and don't jump the gun too early. We need Vix nice and close before we boost. We can use the Activate Defector leverage to boost Vix and convert him into a character ready to control. At the start of the turn after he defects, the kill switch in his head will kick in and he'll be hit with a deadly amount of neurotoxin. Until one of our mercs reaches him with the EpiX injector we're all carrying, Vix will be stunned and losing health fast. Remember, they're no good until Vix has taken the hit. And so right there is going to be the spawn squad. Here he comes now. Vix doesn't know how exciting this date is going to get. Alright, so what is this map called? This map is called, I guess Command Enclave? No, the Militarized Way Station, that's what it's called. Okay, so what is our plan going to be? We have a basic access door if we want to get into this room. We got some new enemy types as well, we can talk about them. So we're against a street faction, right? We're against D Cartel, if I recall correctly. So we have some street warriors here. You know, not quite as high power as the guards we were fighting earlier. They've also got some whistlers. So whistlers have, they can go full auto with their SMG. Also, their gunfire inflicts functionally a bleed, so either apply a heal or be healthy enough that doesn't matter. Now, we get bonus XP if we finish with low security level, and so there is a bit of a reason not to bother with a bunch of these loot boxes because a bonus XP, and we're getting the blueprint no matter what, but, you know, it would be nice to get free loot, right? We're going to extract the cargo trucks right here, so we got to somehow get to Vix, who's on the other side of the map. You can see, you know, moderately tanky guy. Looks like it's a pack of whistlers protecting him. Okay, fine. Let's see. What's our plan going to be for this one? I mean, I would like to get optional loot if I can, right? That'd be kind of nice. Tally per turn is 3, so that's going to matter eventually. We have loot way over here. Let's see. Can I come up with a plan that allows me to grab a lot of these boxes and also grab Vix and then get out over here? Because this is our only exit location, right? So let's see. What's like the right sort of balance between greed and safety? I'm not terribly worried about a bunch of relatively low-level street guards, right? They're PL4 like the last mission, but street factions are a little bit easier to deal with. If I knock down this camera, we get to play for the middle section here, which grabs us this one thing, but like there's 2 things to knock down here and another laser gate there. That seems kind of crappy. I don't know where this guy's headed yet, so there's a lot of unknowns to the thing. Ultimately, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes, if I can count correctly. The left-hand side can be grabbed after grabbing our guy. I'm just sitting here, like, not knowing what to do. Okay, what I'm going to actually do then is pop Tactical Surge. And since no one's remotely near me, I'm just going to delay a whole bunch and let most of the guards go first. And then once we have their patrols mapped out, we can make some other choices. So you're over there. Sure. That's fine. You are standing still, which means you'll probably stay standing still. You're doing the same thing, protecting the front of that room. You're doing the same thing, guarding the door. Okay. You are actually walking around in a square, probably. Okay, fine. That's going to be a bit more annoying, a bit dynamic. Yeah, you're going to actually cover that as well, which is going to be tough. You are patrolling around and start skipping because they're not doing anything too spicy. Okay, you're skipping forward to there. Got it. And then, yeah, so the VIP's guards are going to constantly swarm around, move a bit erratically, and try to figure stuff out. Okay, so these four are so close together, going to be hard to deal with. This camera's kind of annoying. These guys have a decent amount of sort of self-overwatch here. And I mean, part of me is tempted to say screw it, just go incredibly aggressive. I'm not sure it's smart. Let's see. You're at 29 meters, and my gun is accurate until 24. Okay, I'd want to get closer then. Which means something like this is a bit more playable. Just like right at the edge of this guy's vision, basically. This is the same thing, right? Yeah, I didn't get any better here. Yeah, the tough thing is getting outside of your vision, but in range for you. Okay, I'm seriously going to spend like 5 minutes still thinking about what I want to do on my first turn. I don't really need to. And realistically, these guys actually can't see this corpse. So I can get this kill and this kill silently without anyone seeing it. And then clean up the rest next turn. I mean, initiative 14, initiative 12. Like, we can just handle that. So, okay, I've got plans. Alright? I've got a plan. I know how to execute it. I'm pretty sure anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to here. I'm going to start shooting you. Okay, that should be playable. Looks like, yeah, if I go right here, I have line of sight on you. Okay, I've got a plan. It'll hopefully work pretty well. I'm going to put look ahead down before I forget, just to get some more info on what they're going to do. Okay. You're going to walk all the way up there, which I don't want to deal with. Let's start shooting. The pistol. Oh, yep, so yes, I one-shot the guard. That's great. So not only do I have 31% crit chance, but pistols have 100% increased damage on crit. Base crit damage is 1.5x. I now crit for 2x because, again, I have a bunch of crit damage stats. So I crit for 3x on this pistol. Again, I really like playing crit-focused Cyber Knights. I think it's really strong. So I'm going to keep lurching forward here. Well, actually, I probably should turn this camera off. So I'm going to go a little bit short. I'm going to go to here. I think that'll be fine. So I get more info. There's more guards around. That's going to be a little annoying. I'm going to scramble this camera. And then if I crit, it'll be hilarious. It's unlikely, but 30% chance this guy gets one shot. No way. Alright, well, that's ridiculous. It's like a 1 in 9 to crit both of those. But I guess he's just the best. Anyway, VIP's guards running around. Vix is going to keep moving around himself. He's fine for now. Lambda will scramble around to defend the asset as well. No big deal. We're fine. Alright, so here's where it gets a bit more interesting. What I'd like to do is get Aitana a couple of kills. And she can get the good ones. She can get Savagery to pop, which would be nice. Because if she gets a kill, she gets a bunch of crit chance and damage, and that's pretty great. That crit damage, I mean, I have 2% crit chance. It's not going to happen here. But if she gets Savagery to pop, she gets even more going on. So what I'm going to do, actually, is try to do a little bit of shenanigans here. So the goal is going to be to soften this guard up and let Aitana finish the kill so that she can pop Savagery and carry it forward into next turn. I'm going to try to sort of optimize the passives here. So shot 1, decent damage. It's fine. Shot 2, okay, decent enough. Ultimately, I'm feeling pretty comfortable with what I've got right now. So I'm going to have... And ideally, I should have switched it back and forth. Emile has all the move speed, and Zasha is a little bit slower. If I check out her stats, her move speed, it's not bad, but it's just not quite as good. It's only 4%. But still, I'm going to run up here and grab this box. You should be safe up there. No one can see you. Okay, we get a package Shock Mind. We get another Urban Assault blueprint. We get some more crafting materials. We get a readily packaged Ion Recharger, and we get a piece of Gold Stacks' V-Chip. So V-Chips are ways to get new contacts. Gold Stacks specifically buys everything and pays extra for them. Getting Gold Stacks early is, it will earn you quite a bit of money. It is incredibly unlikely to get his parts this quickly, but it will take all 3 parts. We'll see if RNG is in our favor or not. You are not guaranteed to get the parts in order. You'll just have to see what happens. Anyway, 90% chance to hit seems pretty decent. If I wanted to do Iron Grip for recoil, I could. Like, it's not going to be a very big deal. We don't quite get the kill. And it's actually only a 75% chance to get this one. We don't have a guaranteed glancing hit. So I'm going to guarantee this. I'm going to pop marker sights. which allows me to have a 90% chance to hit, which now guarantees at least a glancing hit, which means we're going to do enough damage to kill no matter what. We also got Savagery to pop, and so for this turn and the next turn, we'll get bonus damage and bonus crit chance, which we can use to kill that guard. So, first turn finally done. We have 3 security tally because of the Quantum Spine. That will always be the case. We will basically always... Oh, okay. Ah, okay, right. Got a lock on where the bodyguard team is taking Vix. We must intercept Vix and use Activate Defector before he reaches the enemy extraction point. Yep. So these guys are stuck inside, but we've got to get to the right-hand side of the map to cover this. Which just made things a bit spicier because I am not on the correct side of the map for that one. He's not going to sprint, but I've really got to get there. So I made a bad opening play here. Also, please don't turn right and see all the corpses. I'm so glad this box is here. Anyway, they're just kind of patrolling around, right? They're just finding spots to be, to surround him. They're going to keep defending the asset. Definitely makes it harder to sneak up because they will constantly move around and change position. But yeah, so Vix is going, you know, eventually. He's going to slowly walk. I'm going to guess maybe he'll go over. Actually, probably doesn't. He probably goes... Hey, let's see. He will probably hop over, go here, go here, go here. I would guess we have about 5 or 6 turns. Yeah, we'll say 5 or 6 turns. We're already going to come back here to exit. We know our exit is over here. And we can grab these boxes towards the exit. I really want to kill this guy because he's going to see bodies and he's going to trigger a bunch of, like, angst. And I don't want that. So, what I'm going to do... And actually, how reliable is Aitana going to be? Because if I, like... The initiative orders are all messed up here where I can't, like, yield the appropriate amount. So, we're going to have to waste savagery here because I don't want to take any risks on this guard, like, getting any funny ideas. So our optimal range is at 20, which is not ideal. Can I get you to, like, get between these guys and not lurch too far forward? Okay, so if I go to here. Yeah, 23 meters, that's too much. The range penalty for shooting outside of your optimal range is the square of the difference. So if you're 3 meters off, that is minus 9% chance to hit. That is a bit rich for my blood, so we're not going to do it. So I got my 31 crit chance. Okay, at this point, it's 1 in 27 to have crit 3 times in a row. I mean, okay, now it's 1 in 81? What? That's wild. That is, I mean, that is the most absurd luck I think I've ever had in this game. That's actually crazy. 1% to crit 4 times in a row, roughly. All right, well, we've got to rush the team back to the side of the map now. I think going through here is... Well, I mean, I guess we could go through here, right? Is there a reason why we can't just go through this way instead and not deal with this room right now? I think we can cut them off. One spicy thing I could try to do. It's actually pretty dangerous, but my understanding of the game rules means it's going to work for us. Actually, there's problems with it. Okay. So what I was thinking was, I could pop the leverage here and turn them to our team. So the reason why is none of the guards have turns left, which means we could send him and rush him through, like, the laser gates, get to, like, here or something. But the problem is they're all going to hear the footsteps and turn and see him and shoot him. And if he gets, you know, stunned from the neurotoxin, it's really crap for us. So realistically, this can't be the play. So what I'm going to do then is let this guy walk for a bit on the move through your allied laser gates. Okay, and he is walking into the room. Okay, he's going to walk through here. Okay, so he's going to walk through here and then come up this way, which means we can go back here and trap him no problem. All right, that seems like actually a pretty good play then. Let's send the team back here. This camera is facing the wall. Sure, okay, I understand. Yeah, we can't sneak in from here. This is just like this is just an overlook. We can't get into the room. So based on where he's pathing, the team can group up here. This camera will be very tough to deal with. Oh, it's kind of blocked off. I actually might not be able to see anything. They'll fix this at some point, but that is a bug. Yeah, so I think the plan is actually, let's get the team back this way. I'm going to have Emil grab this loot, and we'll collect up here. You are going for Viking. Ooh, you know what? If you can... Okay, hold on. I need to make some more pivots here. Oh, I don't have anticipation. Alright, this got awkward. Alright, well. I'm just gonna hope Viking's safe, because I don't have any way around this one. You're gonna run over. You're gonna go for the loot. We're gonna greet it out. Zasha is probably not... Oh, you know what? She can get line of sight. With you being up here, it's a pretty good set of shots. No one else can hear them. And considering that this guy is going before Viking, I would be scared otherwise. So if I can crouch to... here, tells me I have line of sight. The high ground will give me bonus chance to hit. Itana can clean up, probably. Surely this goes fine. No one can see your body. And I believe you're not part of the VIP crew. If I'm wrong, I'm in a really, really bad spot, but I'm pretty sure it's fine. I think you're not part of the VIP crew. Shot 1. Shot 2. Not a guaranteed hit here. Obstructed because the box is kind of in the way. Shot 3 is a hit. Okay, good. So, down the Whistler goes. No one can see the body. Turns out the high ground worked pretty well there. And Itana is going to go walk over and join with the team. Alright. Looking decent. We have to collect up, though, and make sure we can cut them off. We will get a guaranteed escalation pretty soon, at the end of turn 4. Yep, you still see nothing, though. We'll have you come here, grab the loot, and then we'll try to cut off our opponent. Okay, a basic aid kit. That's worth very little for us. Oh well. Off we go. We've got places to be and enemies to kill. Do you hear they fired Bob? Oh, poor Bob. Alright, let's get Viking over here. We're just going to collect up. We got a couple of turns of downtime. And hopefully we collect up and we're in a good spot. So, they're going to keep running around, defending the asset. And, alright, so Zasha can come down and join the team as well. Looks like that's going to be a decent spot to stand. And yeah, I think we're going to come in from here. We've got to make sure we time the defector leverage at the right time. You're still guarding the door. You're going to keep walking forward. You're going to come out this gate, almost certainly. He's taking his sweet time. Cool. So we get plenty of time here. Okay. We're just getting tally. Ooh, yep, your footsteps are loud. Just got steel-toed boots on or something. Yes, the camera looks good when it's out there, but then it just turns too hard and gets caught in the wall. It's not hard to fix. They will at some point. Alright, so we know they're standing still, which means I can be pretty greedy with my positioning. Because we've already got a lot of info of what their turns normally look like, and so we know that they just stand still. So being behind this wall is always fine. And we can kind of jump them if needed. Turn 4. And, ooh, the camera saw everybody. That's a problem. Alright. So, at the turn start, the camera saw everyone, which means at the end of this turn, the game is going to send a whole bunch of guards to go investigate the fact that a camera spotted intruders. I think it's also the exact same time we're going to get the, yeah, so next... No, it's going to be 2 turns till Tactical Surge is up. Running this camera is what it is. But the thing is, this guy... Actually, I should wait. I should wait and make sure they all waste their turns, and then go for a pretty heavy attack here. So you're on patrol. That's fine. They're going to keep, you know, surrounding the guy. Makes total sense. Oh, and she just saw bodies, and so now she's suspicious, and so they're going to be a little bit more heightened. And anyone that they come close to, they will share that heightened suspicion with. I'm going to delay Zasha to let Sitho have his turn. Great. Okay. And so it's just about time to play the game out. Now, the difficulties here are going to be largely around getting initiative to do what we want. So let's see. I'm going to run you up. Do I care about triggering these cameras? Like, realistically, does it matter? They already know we're here. They're already going to walk like, toward us. They're going to walk our way. Do I care? And I think the answer is no, I don't. The other consideration is when we wake him up, he's going at 13. So one thing I could do, for example, although the pacing might be a little awkward, no, it should be fine, is I can use pre-computed on him to make him have... I can turn him allied, I can pre-compute him, put him at 19, which means he'll go before everyone else, and he can slip out from the laser gates pretty quickly, which should be pretty playable. Let's start moving forward, because we know Emil's going to do nothing else. So the consideration right now is, like, if Aitana goes for this kill, it's probably fine. It'll probably work. I think we can get someone to help, and we probably get this kill. I want to kill him now, because I don't want to risk this guy getting woken up by the security escalation, running into me and killing me. So I've got to kind of go now. I would like to not use the Urban Assault, because that would be really loud, and everyone would turn my way, and they would spot Vix. So I think the plan is sort of threefold. So I think the plan is we tell Vix he's going to join our team. We then immediately go to fight this guy, which is going to be like marker sights, iron grip, reload, shoot, shoot, shoot. We're going to pre-compute an advantage Vix using Viking. He'll get to like here and then pop that. And then if he has action points to spare, he'll also pop the laser wires down. And then once that happens, he'll go at 19, which is before every other guard, because this guy will be dead. And I think it's really unlikely he doesn't get killed. So I think this is a good plan. We're going to activate the defector. The bodyguards didn't miss that tight band burst. They don't care what you expected. Do you know about the kill switch in my spine? I've got about 10 seconds here. We're all carrying Nis Nitrate EpiX injectors. Run fast so we can reach you. By hell, I hope you do. I'm trusting you. Here I come. I'm hoping the turn sequence is sufficient for me, because he probably gets debuffed at the start of next turn. Yes, it's time to run now. This is our extraction point. We'll cover your exit. Head down when I say go. Go. Now. Wait, go when I say go. Now. Something like that. Alright, whatever. Vix is now a friendly character and will be attacked by enemies, including his ex-bodyguards. He and our team must extract at the extraction point. Okay. So, Vix is now on our team. I'm going to marker sight Sitho to make this kill easier. I'm going to... Let's see, let me check a couple things real quick. The recoil on this gun is 6. Okay. So that means I can shoot. Decent damage. Shoot again. Decent damage. I'm going to have to reload. And then I probably should have Iron Grip at the start because it gives me extra bonus damage. That was a mistake not to have done it. I'm going to shoot again. If I don't min roll on damage, he dies. I rolled really low on damage, so he lived. We have to guarantee this kill somehow, otherwise that escalation is going to absolutely suck. So, can I get that to happen? Not really at all, no. Okay, so the plan is going to be this. I need to pre-compute you, and... Oh, I can't turn off the security device yet. We'll have to have someone else do that, and that's going to be tough with Emil going at 15. Daco at 16 is not too bad, but, like, we can't delay that much. There's going to be some annoyance for sure. Okay, I'm not in pre-compute range yet. I think I want to... Let's see, what can my plan be? I'm going to run across because I don't care about the cameras. I'm going to pre-compute it to make sure this guy goes at the start of the line. I'm going to reload because what else can I spend one action point on? And at worst, we can always kill him with the, you know, 1 health he's got. But ideally, Zasha can clean up. And if she can't, I'll be really, really sad. Hoping to purge a teammate if I can. Alright, Zasha, can you make it? The answer might be no. The answer might be yes. Okay, looks like just barely. She can make it all the way to here. And this should allow her to step out and take 1 shot. Let's hope it hits, by the way. If I miss, I'll be very sad. 76%. Okay, good. Alright, well, at least we're not going to get told on for this, but we're going to get told on by the camera seeing everybody. And we're going to pretty much instantly hit security level 2, which means we're not going to get secondary here. We did not succeed in that one at all. Turn is over, landmines are armed, and a lot of guards have orders received. Yep. So the protocol is proximity mines. Thankfully we can bypass them. But yeah, the entire map gets woken up because we triggered a lot of security devices. Yep, it just sees more and more and more people. That's the kill switch. It just activated and the Neurotox is pumping into Vix. All out. Get to that quant. Yeah, Yep, he's stunned at the turn start, so I can't... This is going to be a problem. Vix is stunned and bleeding to death quickly. We need to reach him with an injector before it's too late. Yeah, so his initiative did nothing at all. That's a problem. He sees us, but he's out of action points. Aitana does not have... Well, she has savagery back. Yeah, so he's going to lose 50 health a turn. He's stunned. He will die on his own. We can go, like, investigate his stats and whatnot. He can run fast. He's got a first aid kit. He's got some stuns and a smoke. If I can wake him up, we're actually in an okay spot. But yeah, turns out I should have thought about the fact that he was likely going to get debuffed and, you know, not done what I did. Okay, so I should have also thrown down look ahead to drop these initiatives by 2, which would have given me a good amount of space to work with. So it's going to get real tough real fast here. Yeah, this is gonna be absolutely horrible. Yeah, all right, we're gonna play it by ear. Surely everything will be fine. Spoilers, it will not be fine. You're gonna run through and trigger more devices and be like absolutely out in the open here. It's our best chance. So I wish I hadn't pre-computed, because if I didn't have pre-compute, he would be going at 15. I could just like... I'm griefing, I'm not in range. I'm so bad. Okay, more plans need to be made. Someone else has to reach him. They're all going to probably run towards me because they're all woken up by the security AI. I don't have a shock mine available. I'm not in range to EpiPen him. I should shock mine 1 and go into Overwatch. That's clearly the plan here. So the question is who? So you're going... I mean, a lot of these guys are going. So I would expect all 3 to get into combat with us. At least Draco's a little bit later, but whatever. And I want to break him out of his stun as soon as possible so that he can throw down his smoke grenade. That's like the most important thing, is if I can get smoke down, we're going to live. So let's see. How do I want to play this out, basically, is the question. I need to shockbind one of them to put the stun down and make us a little bit safer. I then also want to use Overwatch to give us some more shots here and slow more guards down. So I'm probably going to Overwatch this way to catch, like, this angle off. And that means if you're at 13, you're at 15. Let's just go here. Right? Let's stun you. Cool. You're down for a couple of turns. Your next, let's see, your next 2 actions are forfeit. I don't have any AP anyway, and he's not in range. And yeah, I think the play is... Ooh. Yeah, I think the play is just go Overwatch here, and we likely catch something decent with it. Okay. Next up, Emil needs to open this door. I'm sure I don't have the AP. I do not until next turn. This guy's not going to die in his own. I have an AT grenade, which is not going to do enough damage either. It's a lot of damage, though. It will wake absolutely everyone up is the thing. I suspect heavily Lure will not... Actually, I forget if Lure will override security AI. Just like override the security AI, because I don't remember. Because if it does work, we are absolutely chilling. Because I'm going to say, hey, go face that corner for a while. But this guy's not going to die in his own. And the thing is, with where she's standing, he can break her out of Overwatch with just a single shot, which would also suck. But I still can't reach where I want to go. I think the plan legit has to be throw a grenade and hope we have the damage. This is not pretty. I absolutely screwed this up. Let's see. If I stand here, what's the range? The range is 200 meters. I mean, that's fine for this gun. If I go here, am I in grenade range? Not at all. Okay, so I've got to run into the room. If I go to here, I'm clearly in grenade range. So 100 pure damage and 100 kinetic damage will be around 160. And then he won't die because my pistol doesn't do enough damage. If I go with the Urban Assault, and I go to here, the Urban Assault is accurate to 16 meters, which is going to be acceptable-ish. We're going to be here, 18 meters away. That's not the worst. And the damage on this is going to be 110 times up to 3. That's our best chance of getting the kill. I am going to have a very inaccurate pistol shot, but I think it's still my best shot. This is going to suck. It's going to suck a lot. Yeah, if we high roll on damage, the pistol cleanup will get the kill, but I very much screwed this up. Oh, we crit. That is massive, but I have to land the shot, though. 43%. I mean... Yep. Okay. This is going to hurt. We're getting shot by this guy for sure. Unless he runs an Overwatch for some reason. Okay, you did not get told by the A to move. You did, though. You missed? Oh, we're so screwed. Ow. 2 shots. You crit both of those? Okay. So, yep, and they're all alert. They're in a full combat state now. Okay, so, Zasha, buddy, what you got for us? Deflection field costs 1 action point. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like that's the play here. I mean, let's see. We're... Oh, this is going badly. I have some shock mines, but I can't reach anyone with them, right? Like, if I throw this shock mine, I mean, it might work. You're going to shoot us, though. Emil could, like, almost die. I think she won't quite die, but she's not happy. Wow, this went badly. At least you're going kind of late. You're going on 16. Somebody needs to wake this guy up, and I can't. The fact that he's going ahead of everyone in initiative really sucks, because he's going to lose another turn to the stun. Oh, I really screwed this up. If, like, literally if I just hadn't bumped his initiative, or waited one more turn, we would have been fine. Like, let him come down to here, and I really screwed up. Okay. I got impatient, and I couldn't reach him. I just didn't realize that, of course, he's going to be stunned, and we couldn't wake him up. Alright, so... Aitana has... It's not real cover. He's at least tanky for a while. He has decent enough armor that he'll survive like 1 shot or 2. But I really don't want this guy to die. And I really want to get to use our tools here. Like, I still think the best play probably is run up and deflection field. And Emil's going to be sad, but it is what it is. Yeah, I think it's a deflection field. Okay. We run through all the security devices. It hurts. We throw down deflection field. We'll block this. We're in full cover. I am not in range for the EpiPen, but I can do that eventually. Alright, what you got, guys? What you chose to... Okay, yeah, I was like, you're definitely fighting, right? But she prioritized cover, so we're not in too much danger. You're going to run up. You're in range, I think, to still shoot. Oh, you... Okay, wow, I'm kind of fortunate there. Okay, Vix is still first by a lot. Can my CK make it? The answer is no. He's going first, but he's stunned, which doesn't help me at all. Who's got good initiatives? You've got bad initiative. You've got pretty good initiative. I need to interference spike you, probably, to slow you down. So, you're stunned. You're over there. And you're way over there. Okay. So, the ones who are going early aren't a problem yet. So, I'm going to... Let's see. I've got to make good plans. I think my plan is going to be interference spike you so that you go later in the turn. And it gives us a bit of room to play around and find a better angle on this entire, like, situation. Next up, you're going to get here into full cover. Yeah, so, like, right here, solid cover. And you're going to go ahead and shoot these guys and try to clean them out, too. That'll allow me some more space to work with. There we go. There's the aim. Looks pretty good. Decent damage. One's dead. You're stunned. You're almost dead. Pistol shot, 60%. Not a guarantee, but it might work. Okay, there we go. A little bit of space bot. So Theta's here, but stunned. You're here, but you're going really late. And then everyone else can basically go next. Now, for a little bit of extra safety, I can throw look ahead down. Look ahead gives -2 initiative. So that'll slow them down on the future turns. This allows Emil to go ahead of Lambda. Delta is still a bit of an issue, but we'll figure that out later. I have no other leverages here. I've already popped that, so our boy's going to lose some health. We're going to EpiPen him. There's actually a chance I outroll him, and I can go early, but I doubt it. Okay, we get reinforcements. Sure, of course. Makes total sense. Reports of gunfire. Decent quality guards here. Guard captain, a wildfire. Wildfires can go full auto with their urban assaults. Camera sees a lot of people. Vix is still stunned. Unsurprisingly, warned by the security AI to run over. Totally makes sense. Let's see. Let's clear some more bad guys. Tactical Surge will be helpful. +2 action points. Now, unfortunately, Emil still does not go ahead of Delta. So Delta is still a bit of a problem if we can't get rid of that somehow. So how do I want to get rid of this? How do I want to clear this out? I obviously could run up here and shoot. Let's see. So my AR is accurate until 24 meters. So if I run up like this, within 25, it'll be obstructive. That's not horrible. We can just go for damage here and try to get this kill. Keep in mind that you're only stunned for this turn, then you're going to wake up. So it will get delicate. Also, everyone can hear my assault rifle. But I think killing Delta to give Emil room to leave is worthwhile. Also keep in mind this barrier only lasts for this turn, then it'll time out. If they're going to run over, they're not going to catch me this turn. I'm thinking, yeah, you're going to be really annoying, right? We can't easily ditch you. But I think this kill is needed. So I'm going to walk up and go for it. Accuracy kind of sucks from recoil and being obstructed. We'll still do what we can here. Okay, decent damage. I don't think I'm going to go for any more like this. I'm going to get back out instead. Before I go, do I want to spend action points on anything? I think no. I think I'm going to walk back to here, be in cover, and then if that baits a shot, great. This guy's going to be annoying, but we can deal with it at some other point in time. In fact, I'm going to walk back, and I'm just going to shoot with the pistol on this guy. It's not the easiest shot here because of all the recoil, but... Ooh, okay, not bad. You're killable then. You're still stunned. Alright, so Zasha, it's going to be your turn. You're going to walk up here. That'll be pretty clearly an EpiPen range. Alright. He gets healed. And he's going at 14, which is not great. But he gets 5 initiative, which helps, so... I mean, he's still only going at 14, though. So now, I want to see if I can kill this guy. So if I get here... Ooh, the landmine's going to be annoying, but I can get around it, I think. You know what I'm going to do, actually? So I'm gonna pop Aegis, so I'm invulnerable. This guy needs to die, and his turn is coming soon. Delta's here, but we can have Itana kill that. I'm going to put you here. I am not certain if that will slash slide, but we're going to find out. Pressure anomaly, not a big deal. Looks like I don't have the angle. That's unfortunate. That's feels like a little buggy, but oh well. Yeah, I lost my shield to the laser wires. The preview kind of got me there. Okay, I'm going to slash slide short then, so I'm still behind the wall. But I'm basically just getting into attack range while also hitting. Decent strike. Second one should kill. Let's hope. Alright, great. Make sure we navigate around the mine and we're good. Yeah, oh well. You'll be fine. I just hope your initiative is good for next turn, because these guys are gonna be flanking you. Not bad, 18. Okay, cool. We're saved. Can I get line of sight with only 1 action point? Looks like yes. Alright. You're at 18, which is a little scary, but Emil can clean that out. I'm going to have you walk here. So a couple of... okay, let's just take this kill to get the savagery pop. Great. So that makes our job a little bit easier. Now I'm going to walk to here. Which gives me... Ooh, the range on that sucks, actually. Okay, if I go here, it's less bad, but not great. So I'm going to reload right where I stand. And that way I can shoot twice. First shot's going to be mediocre, but I'll get 7% back from recoil control. Coin flip 1 misses. Coin flip 2, please. Okay. We're saved for now. Those guys are gone. These guys definitely matter. That's going to be real and scary. Here they go. You are running. Which way are you running? Yep, you're running that way. Okay. So if you roll too high, we're in danger. Okay, so far so good. I can't really delay or yield any further. Zasha's definitely in a bit of a weird spot. Not going to go for any more loot boxes. It got too spicy already. Tau is going pretty quickly. Draco's going pretty quickly. Which means, yeah, a lot of our team is going kind of late here. The only one going sooner is Zasha, and that's just, yeah, not a good enough deal here. So that guy is going to really threaten us. Can I do anything about that? You're in combat, by the way, and your initiative is 9, so I've got to make sure I'm not out in the open here. Aitana is going to get shot at, probably. Can't do anything about that one either. So, do I want to try to kill this grunt captain? And with Zasha's help, we get enough damage? I don't love that. But it might still be my best option. Because what else can I do? I mean, if Zasha goes first, we can just run away, right? If he... Nah, that's not realistic. What does Zasha have? Does she have shock mines? Yeah, she does. Okay, so she can shock mine at the start of the turn, and the entire team can book it. That seems playable, actually. I mean, grabbing this loot seems really greedy. I need to make sure this guy doesn't kill me. So I've got to make sure I'm out of line of sight. I mean, Aitana, again, is going to get shot. I should have put Overwatch on. That was a mistake on my part. Okay. Do I have any good plans, really? Do I actually have any good plans? I mean, I should just first aid kit myself. I can't, thing is, I can't yield. I can't, like, delay until after Lambda goes and then get a shot on, so I have so few good options here. I mean, I know I want to run this way, but I just have so few tools right now. Okay, what I'm going to do is throw down lure anyway and hope that's going to work. I'm going to take a step over like this. I'm going to lure. You have to go one more step, looks like. That's fine. Let's go here. And I'm going to send you back up that way. That might give me what I need. We shall see. And then you can end your turn here because... Well, let's see. I'll throw a heal down just because it functionally costs nothing. The 2 AP is like kind of whatever. And for the rest of it, these things cost like nothing to sell to the market, so who cares? Alright, what you got, Lambda? You're gonna run up. I think you're out of AP at this point, though. Oh, you got closer. Oh, yep. Okay, you're active. She's gonna turn active when she gets close. Alright, what are the initiatives? Escalation is another proximity mine. Okay. Camera sees everybody. Sure. You're first? Oh, no. This is going to hurt. Ow! Well, Emil is back down to very low. She would have been bleeding out. Oh, she's actually already bleeding out. She took enough damage that she's bleeding out. All right, so we've got to heal her, or she's dead. You've got a first aid kit. You've got a shock mine. Does anyone else have first aid, actually? So... You actually do, is the funny thing. Lambda, though... Okay, Lambda goes late. That's good. Let's see. Who else has a first aid kit? You have a first aid kit? Okay. Aitana is far away, has a first aid kit. Okay, so everyone has first aid. So I think the plan is Zasha's going to throw down some shock mines. And run for the exit. Let's see. Is Tau scary for me? Probably not. He won't reach anything. Draco's scary, though. Okay. So we're going to shock mine. That scared me. You might have blown that up. That would have been bad. Yeah, don't hit the shot. Don't hit the mine. Thank you. But you're going at 17 next turn. But you're going this turn. How do I deal with the fact that you're going relatively early next turn? I don't know. Does Emil have a shock mine? No. That's a bad sign. I screwed this one up. This is my fault. It's going this badly because I screwed up. I normally play better than this. Honestly. I normally play better than this. Alright. So, do I have any tools to deal with this? So Viking has, at most, look ahead. That kind of sucks. And I've already popped Aegis. I mean, Zasha has no battery left in her her sword. I'm pretty sure anyway. Let me see if I can actually figure that out. Yeah, it doesn't have it right now. Okay. Yeah, I think the best plan I've got is just throw another mine down, and we'll catch the Whistler when it walks over. And that'll be good enough, and we'll figure it out. Okay. That'll catch someone else. You're just going to keep running. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Emil, you're bleeding out. That's bad for you. I think I'm just going to put you here. I guess we can have her shoot, right? There's no reason not to. As long as we can keep this guy from killing us, which I think is doable. This kill seems... It's only of middling value is the thing. So let's see. Let's plan out this turn correctly, okay? If we gotta kill this guy, we gotta kill him this turn before they act. Which means everyone should try to focus fire as best we can. We have a shock mine for Seiko. We need a shock mine for Gamma. Someone else has one, right? I guess Vix might have the advanced Dazzler, but the range on that might be too... Oh, it's 20 meters. So we can do that pretty easily, actually. He can probably, like, stand here, advanced Dazzler, then run. That'll probably work, actually. And then come down here and maybe first aid kit. Alright, so the plan is this. Let's put some damage in. You suck. Tau should not be able to threaten me yet. In fact, he's stopped short because he went to go investigate this body. So he's hunting. Draco is stunned. Alright, Vic. Let's pop this for bonus move points. Let's put you somewhere you have line of sight directly, which is here. Line of sight, 15 meters. That's an easy advanced Dazzler. Here. Please stun. Great. You're down for several turns. And I'm thinking I want to stun you instead of kill you, because that just seems way smarter. Here's the stun. I am not in range to heal, but these guards are all actively or about to, yeah, okay, you're going to be stunned. Okay. We have everything under control momentarily. Or at least, yeah. We currently have everything under control. Alright, Seiko, please run the way I think you're going to. Good. That's a stun. Alright. Aitana needs to go here and deliver first aid. You're clearly in range. Emil is the target of first aid. Yes. Great. No longer bleeding out. You will have 6 action points for next turn. Aitana is done. And considering that now everyone else is crowd controlled for at least a couple of turns, and you're useless, let's go make our exit. I'm going to go here. I'm going to turn off this camera, because this is the only way the guard can be sent that, like, actually threatens me. And it's time to try to leave. Now, we will escalate, and that escalation is likely to be reinforcements. Thankfully, they're on the wrong side of the map. So they thankfully spawned right back there. Now, they will get aggressive pretty quick. They are being sent our way. But we should beat them in initiative enough that it'll be fine. We don't beat them by enough. Emil is still in kind of a weird spot, but I think we're still faster. Alright. Let's run away as best we can. And at worst, I have a smoke grenade. Thing is, if I had just woken this guy up at the right time so that I could use smoke, we were going to be fine. But I just absolutely griefed. Alright. Well, you're going to wait and join with the team. These guys are going to stay stunned. Thank you, Shockmine. You are the best. I appreciate you. What an absolute fiesta of a mission. But I think we're going to be okay. Oh, you don't run nearly fast enough. Alright, they will be behind us, but I still think we're going to be okay. So, they are going to run up. They're going to notice some stunned guards who can't tell them anything is wrong. They're certainly suspicious, and for good reason. And they're all running towards where they saw that cameras, you know, saw intruders. But we're only about, what, 2 turns away? Maybe 3 for Zasha from a full exit. And we should be fine when that happens. Even if they want to be in combat, I think they won't be in range and we'll be okay. Alright. So, am I worried about initiative timers here? You're on 2. You're down for 3. You are down... Okay, you wake up next turn, and you're at 8. You're at 19. And if you come around like this, you might catch Zasha. So I'm going to bump Zasha's, initiative. So she can try to get out. I'm going to throw a look ahead generically this way to drop initiative by 2 anyone who walks through the circle. That'll buy me a bit of space as well. I'll have the Cyber Knight kind of around here. It's still several turns from Tactical Surge being up, so that's not going to happen anytime soon. Camera turns on. Okay, the escalation was a little bit tame. It was just turning devices back on. That's really not too bad. We're certainly getting spotted a whole lot, but we're, I think, too far away for it to matter. This guy might be scary, but I doubt it. I'm just going to keep kind of hiding behind cover here. Don't want to get caught by the Whistlers, but this guy really should not be able to threaten me. Somewhere like that should be fine. In fact, I'm really tempted. Well, okay, let's see. You guys can run up. Some of these stuns are wearing out, by the way. When your turn starts, you're going to turn them all alert. And they're going to start running for it. I am going to throw a smoke grenade right here. So that'll block their line of sight up. Then I can simply run forward like this. Now, I still might not make it quite there on the turn, but the smoke is going to make it really chill. That, yes, you know, they're running up. Yes, they're in full combat. They're picking cover against that wall, sure. Right? They're in a combat state. They're running for it. But they cannot shoot us. They can debuff. They can't shoot us. No matter what their initiative is as well, which is kind of nice. Alright, so what do I want to do here? Well, you're still probably useless, but I guess I will delay here and figure out what you do on your turn. But these guys can't threaten us yet. You're still stunned. You're running up, again, in combat as well. They're all sharing their combat state nearby. As the stuns wear off, they tell the guards, hey, there's enemies. I saw them. They're over this way. And you did not get told by the AI where to go. So you are just nice and useless. Cool, Emil can get out. I don't need lure for anything. Let's just get out. What an absolute fiesta. Aitana, you can't make it quite yet on this turn, so I'm just going to run you to the edge of the smoke then. And you can make it out next turn, no problem. There you go. You're towards the front. You should be fine. Smoke lasts several turns, so I'm not worried. It lasts, you know, obviously the turn you throw it, +2. The Agent EX smoke talent is only the turn you throw it, +1. So, in case you wanted to track that, it's a little bit weaker. Orders received, he is going to go towards the fact that he, you know, people were seen on camera. Got to be a bit careful at that one. The camera sees even more people. But, yeah, you're at 13, so I don't care. Oh, wow, he almost couldn't make it. This guy runs slow. Holy crap. But he'll make it. Alright. Well, the Cyber Knight got out, and he made it out, so we're totally fine. Melee enemies can strike inside of smoke, by the way. But ranged enemies cannot see into or through it, and so, again, we're totally safe back here. They absolutely cannot shoot at us. Thank you, smoke grenade, because this could have sucked. Alright. It's time for Zasha to get out. Aitana should have no problem. If Aitana gets caught, I'm going to be really sad, but I think we're okay. So, Zasha makes it out. Cool. You are not too slow. That's good. All right. That was quite the experience. Vix is boosted and in the clear. Okay. By hell, you got me out of there. Thank you, Viking. We understand you've had a rough run of it with the D cartel. Glad to give you a chance to get out from under their thumb. I don't want to think about it. I just want to think about what's next. Well, Tosca is waiting to speak with you and get the intel he needs to find whatever mysterious widget he needs. Yeah, the two of us cut a deal. I didn't know he had a Cyberknight in his employ, or I would have felt a lot better about this deal. I know how we can track down this widget, and then I can get out of this cursed town. We've handed Vix over. A new timeline event has been added to talk about the next steps with Tosca. We can start the discussion now, or take our time and slow walk this. So the team levels up. We have a month-long set of injuries, which makes total sense because she got just freaking run over in that mission. So thank you, Rose, for your service. We'll see you in a month. Team got some solid XP, though, so leveling up is nice. We got the Urban Assault crafting recipe, and yeah, this did not at all go according to plan. Okay, so we can make that conversation in about 11 days. Sure, that seems fine. All right, so I suppose we'll talk about base building some. I'll do a full-on Safehouse coverage tutorial at some point, relatively soon, I think. But I guess we're still waiting for these buildings to be done anyway. Nice thing is we have some money so we can build some new guns. So let's start with actually upgrading our talents first then. So we're going to bump Tactical Surge. Since we need the +1 move point, and we need to spend 2 points on it, basically we want to unlock that node and be ready. The increased radius is of moderate value. The cooldown is the bigger deal. Getting another Tactical Surge or so every map is really worth it as far as I'm concerned. The +1 move point, though, pretty big deal. It turns it into just a very, very powerful talent overall. Face levels up, and I think we're going to go right away into Puppet Master. I don't have anyone to use it on just yet, but getting every single service as a limit break is really, really worthwhile as far as I'm concerned. Can level up our soldier. I am tempted to now go into Recoup. We've got maxed out Savagery. I'm going to go into Recoup. And Recoil will be a problem. I'll have to go into Iron Grip and grab a lot of these minus recoil nodes, but I think just getting the first point by itself and then going into Iron Grip might be correct. I could be wrong about that one, but that's what I'm trying right now. Cybersword levels up. We've already maxed out Slash Slide, so what's next is going towards Lightfoot, Whisper Kill, and Preempt. So Whisper Kill is not useful unless you can already run silently. You literally cannot melee attack. Well, I guess it's possible with Slash Slide. If you crit, you can kill an unaware enemy without making noise. That's fairly unrealistic, though, and so I would rather path this way toward Lightfoot, get the silent running, and then use that to make Whisper Kill feel playable. You still need enough crit chance and or overall damage to one-shot somebody, but it's more possible. Preempt is the big winner here. You're down for a while, but I'll still spend your points here. So I've got enough in Jam Kit and Lure to make me happy. I'm going to move up towards Glasswalker. I think this talent is incredibly strong. We have Anticipation now. But Glasswalker it's fine, right? You saw that in a lot of that map, getting the enemies going first made my life difficult, right? They went first, and I really wanted to have better initiative. So we can, whenever security rises, we pop that, and, giant radius, we get a nice benefit. We can get a pretty short cooldown. We get 2 charges. This will be basically up almost every time. We get initiative for this and the next turn. Pretty cool stuff. But the real coup de grace here is the last point, which is my team gets an action point for this and the next turn. That is absurd. Not only is it 7 initiative, but +1 AP means we are just running over the map with that. I think it's really, really strong. And of course, she's going to be hiding around for a while. So I might as well let time tick down. We have plenty of money to do base upgrades, and there's a chance this mission takes long enough that I can even get her back from the doctors in time. Actually, one thing I could do, and I probably will, in fact, is I can send you for treatment and ask one of my doctors. Right? I can pay a bit of money, but I can cut the treatment from 22 days to 13 days, and it only costs about 7K. And now, each doctor only has 1 bed, but because we have Shaduk here, who came from Aitana's contact list, and Hurio, who came from Zash's contact list, we have 3 doctor beds. And so obviously Dr. Ashes is the best, but now we're going to be getting her back much sooner, and it seems pretty likely that you can have her actually run the mission. And we'll buy gear when it's time for it. You look terrible, Zasha. Aren't you doing another treatment soon? If I was still in the UKF, I would have had one months ago. It's not good. I need you at Ace Point. What's the holdup? The chem soup I need just doesn't exist anymore. Nobody makes it. The UKF didn't just ban my neuro treatment. They went after the Pharmacorp, Ganstech. That's how UKF rolls. They pulled some kind of hostile takeover, and then they shut Ganstech down. They consider it a threat to their game. But you've done a few treatments since you got out. Where'd you get the chems? Oh, my doper. Managed to score some of the sludge off the black market just as Gans was being ripped apart. We've been dragging the treatments out as slow as we can stretch it. Which is why every couple of months I look like I had a sparring session with a hover truck. Look, I don't want to bother you with this before. I didn't say anything. Well, when does Hoodio run out of chems? We're pretty much out already. The Zix treatment, he didn't have enough to do the whole batch, so he cooked the other half. It's a good thing he's a whiz kid in the nano lab. The UKF really hosed you and then dumped you to die. Me and my entire team. They approved the Ganstech neuroconditioning and let us all get past the point of no return. Then they cut the cord and torched the chem factory. They handed you all death sentence. If I hadn't known Hoodio from my days coming up fighting, while I was trying to get into the UKF, I'd be dead already. But, you know, well, we can answer for her. I was 6-0. My team was going for the top. I was going for the belt. I can't really let that go. Got a list of names, and they'll get what's coming to them eventually. It kind of saved my life. The UKF was a one-way ticket to dead. So, yeah. Does she want to keep winning? Did she hate everyone? She hates everyone. Got a list of names, and they'll get what's coming to them eventually. The bastards in charge of UKF think they run the world. They played me and my entire team. I killed for them 6 times, then they tried to bury us in the slag and forget we ever fought for them. They'll regret that. It's the ultimate kill fight. They trained us to kill. I haven't forgotten. On top of my list is Merrick Barthlow, the SVP behind the takeover of Ganstech. I won't be done until he tastes my steel. I feel like a trash can, and I'm not as sharp as I could be, but I can still run jobs. Hoodio has to finish cooking up the new chem batch before I take the treatment, so I'm sitting tight. So she has gained the neuro rot trait. Like all traits, it starts at level 1, can progress to level 4. Stress, wounds, and story accomplishments and relationships all play a role and can decrease trait levels. And if Zasha is able to get chem treatment, the trait will reduce by 1 level depending on her stress and how long the treatment takes to prepare. This may temporarily remove the trait or just reduce its power. However, until she's able to complete her treatments, the threat of neurorot hangs over her. If it's allowed to progress to level 4, it is fatal. So, yeah, Zasha has neurorot 1, which gives her 15 minus health, minus 5 move speed, minus 4 wound res. The health and wound res don't mean a ton usually. I still have a lot of... No, wait, yeah. Still have a lot of health here at 250. So I'm not, you know, in a horrible spot, but... yeah, minus move speed kind of hurts. We're now at minus 5, and... we had... Yeah, so we're canceling out minus 5 plus 5 for now. Alright, that'll be a thing at some point. Alrighty, someone is shouting my shipments in the under. I need help to keep the guns flowing. Sure, let's start this now, I suppose. Actually, So I know what this is. This spawns a legwork. I would like to get it as late as possible. Oh yeah, the command HQ is done, by the way, so I need to actually start cleaning up more rooms. So what I want is Actually, what I want is to upgrade my command HQ, but I can't do that until this is done. I want to build a field op center here to get in-mission leverages. It requires 6 scrubbing. This nano scrubber gives 10. The command HQ is going to require 6 as well. So I have to upgrade the scrubber to get more out of it. That's probably not going to happen for a while, so I'm going to go ahead and dig out a different room instead, and we'll go to 3 simultaneous tasks later. Because I want to put in a... So I want to put in a field op center here, and in the far room I want an underworld hub, so I can make legwork better. So, yeah, let's see. How am I going to play this? I guess I have no good chance of this being done early, so I'm just going to grab it now. I have no chance of getting this building done, basically. So, I've got some trouble on one of my gun routes. Someone is shadowing the smugglers, scouting out their route. It's too pro to be some Slaga Gang lowlifes, and I can't afford a mess right now. So the job offer is to wipe these shadows off the map? I don't have that kind of money for this little program. A little problem, rather. There are other ways you can make it worth our time. We're in business, the 3 of us. You've got a vested interest in seeing these weapons flow. not asking for much. Step in this one time and I'll owe you a favor. You can cash it in when you're ready, and you know I will be worth it. I need one of your crew, someone who they'll know is a real professional, to guard the shipments for a time. If you refuse to help, he'll cut us off for a little while, but not forever. We're too good of a customer for that. If we help, we get a favor. Can you put some extra muscle on the trucks for a while? On the trucks? There are no trucks. This is a route through the under. You know the police state we live in. A truck can't go a sector without getting scanned and shaken down. So what are these routes? Well, these are teams of 4 or 5 carrying backpacks and slogging through the under for miles. The run passes 100 meters below the dome's footing at Fort Point. Some of it's crawl space, and some of it is swimming. Well, that counts me out. If you're sending a tag along, it won't be me, Viking. Okay, well, let's see who can run it. Itana can run it. She's decent at it overall. Muzzleface gives her a bonus chance, so sure. 7 days is not horrible. We have a risk of injury, though, and we can't ward off the threat. And if we get it right, we get 2 favors. All right, well, we get a coin flip there. As a favor to you, we might be able to lend an experienced hand. Good to be in business with you. Time to break the news to Itana. So that's it. Look nasty and babysit some weapon mules? There's a bit more to it than that. I see. Swim, crawl, and muck under the dome for a week. Join a merc company, they said. Neither of us are in the mood to hear complaints, Itana. Alright. It's gotta be worth something to you. Well, let me get my kit and a change of clothes. I guess I'm going caving. Stay sharp. What started as a fun bit of spelunking could get ugly fast. Alright, so she's there for 7 days. We're still upgrading our base. Let's keep going. Alright, Nano Scrubber is up, which means we can start spending time putting in for the Field Ops Center. I'm going to go for this more so than upgrading the Command HQ early, because money is probably going to still be rather tight. One thing I could do, although I'm low on mercs actually, is I probably could have looked for a co-conspire on Origami Joe, probably, and get a mission going. But because she could get injured by this, I'm not going to rush this one. I've only got a few mercs ready as it is, so we're going to take our time, drag our heels a little bit. Alright, we are getting the clean room ready little by little. Next round of cryo cooling, and then we can build our field ops center, which will be quite nice. Influence limit break for Ghoul. Sure, buddy. Have fun. Enjoy your data flood. So that is the mechanic through which contacts level up. He has no useful services, so he got a short-term buff that I don't really care much about. Clean room, there we go, which means we can finally put in our field ops center, and this will allow us to consistently produce leverages for missions. That'll be kind of nice. Let's keep going. How'd she do? I'm sorry to bring Itana back to you this way. At least she's still in one piece. You look worse than you should for a week in the muck. It got ugly, but I got the better end of it. 3 of them are rotting alongside dusty diamond smuggling route. Corpse removal isn't a priority. Anyway, the dead are a reminder of what they get for messing with my routes. We haven't seen them since. Any clues who your mysterious enemy is? Maybe it's a competitor trying to shut down my game, but no, nothing concrete. How you, One Viking? Let me know what you want when you want to call in that favor. Noted, you'll be hearing from us. And you, Itana, you're welcome back anytime, and my runners will miss you. Oh yeah, I'll miss the slop down there. Remember the bonus for you? Remember the bonus for your team we talked about? Aye, Choppa. Alright, so they have grown a respect between the two of them, but she has gotten some occupational injuries. Protecting the gun runners will need medical leave. So she's down for 4 days. Not terrible. We've got a kill through captive mission on offer relatively soon. This deal is up in a second, so that's probably next for us. We have an opening to complete some more rooms. We're going to go for the Underworld Hub. It is expensive, but it only requires power. So as long as we run a mission on time, we're good to go. She's got to recover. Yeah, timing's going to be a little bit awkward here, unfortunately. Nano Scrubber upgrades probably in the cards relatively soon, as well as digging out this room and putting in more. But for now, we're okay. Let's keep going. Gather the team. The news streams are blowing up. This affects us all. The whole dome. What is it? Whoa, this looks big. The UNA, New Boston, and the 5 megacorps who run the dome have ratified a change to the city's charter to add a new megacorp. The massive German conglomerate Warner-Braun Global is coming to town. They've been working on that for years, haven't they? Never really thought it would really happen. The report UNA has published actually has details. It's not a blaze piece by some marketing pod. Every shareholder in every megacorp is going to be uneasy about this one. Do they think a rare moment of transparency from our government will calm them? Megacorp into a large city? This must be massive. It'll flood the biotech market. Or they must have paid off everyone here to the top of the dome to make it happen. Looking over this high-level report, yes, they did. Warner-Braun Global is obligated to buy a ton of property from the other megacorps, who will sell them only the crappiest spots. And Warner-Braun must join the UNA in 3 major joint venture research projects, who are sure to leak their secrets to the highest bidder. And they will foot the bill for the construction of Ward 11. Oh, you're kidding. They got played. That is a big bribe. Megacorp moved to a new charter city. Operation must be massive. They'll have to carve out some part of downtown district as their sovereign territory and bring over their own citizens and their own military army. They'll only trust new Boston-based security companies as long as they have to. Gives me chills thinking about it. They're going to be so exposed during the transition period. They'll have to rely on local blue card labor and local milsec. Anyone gunning for them is going to have an easy time slipping a barb between their bills for a while. Chills indeed. If I'm reading this right, in the first month, Warner-Braun can only bring 42 high-ranking citizens and 1,000 strong security force into the UNA. Looks like it goes up quickly, but those are some dangerous quotas. I would not want to be in that little Warner-Braun Global island of 42. Shows how valuable tapping into the new charter city and economic zone is for Megacorp. Warner-Braun Global only operates in 12 zones, including New Berlin, the London Underground, Neo-Prague, Algiers, and the Swiss Financial Enclave. But they're tapping into the first dome of the UNA. You can't even put a value on that. Warner-Braun is spending billions in multiple years to make this happen. Their shareholders are going to be eagerly expecting returns. They're going to flood biotech in a good way. Biotech and everything medical, but they're going to tempt the milsec and corporate militaries with new offerings too. Every megacorp makes everything. They'll compete most with Ultratech head-to-head and Matsumoto second. Looks like they're also obligated to take over 30% of the clinics that Ultratech runs for the city services. That's thankless work. Private has medical services for gray card holders. Ha! That might be the only thing Ultratech is happy about in this entire deal. So we can get this legwork later, or we can do it now, and Hayes can eventually find us a power player within the Enclave. So go for it. 11 days and change. Need to get someone sniffing around the Warner-Braun Global Enclave to see if we can quietly get in touch with someone. This won't be an easy one. The shark's going to be circling the Warner-Braun people, just waiting for the frenzy to begin. I'll be as decisive if I see an opportunity. We're going to need help. The kind of help we can provide. Sorry, they're going to need help. The kind of help we can provide. And considering what Warner-Braun has paid to put a foot in New Boston, they're going to keep paying well. All right, enough everyone. Another megacorp, another day. The arrival of Warner-Braun Global is sure to stir up some new angles for work. We can all keep our ears open in our little corner of the underground. We've entered the Treaty of 31 era. An era is caused by a major event within New Boston and will affect your network of underworld contacts, jobs offered, markets, and open up new stories and opportunities. Eras usually last a while, at least a few months. Treaty of 31 means there are now powerful Warner-Braun Global contacts coming to town, but also that everyone around them is looking to take advantage of the new arrival. Cool. So this unlocks a new suite of various story missions. We're on legwork. We've got a convo going. We're going to delay these still as long as we can until our medical leave is done. So this room would be ready to go for an Underworld hub, but I don't have money. Let me check my files and accounts. Let's see what we can sell. Yep, nothing easily sellable here. I'm going to start selling some of these weapon mods, though. I don't need this optic, and I'm pretty sure I don't need this many urban assault rifle blueprints. So, yeah, I think we just should sell most of them at this point. I need the money, realistically. Okay, I'm going to stop here for a second. I need to sell accounts as well. Common accounts just sell to highest bidder. They don't mean anything at all. For legendary accounts, though, it actually matters who it goes to. Legendary accounts are worth 20 influence. And so think about who you want to get better stuff and sell it to them. So Potato's going to go from 30 to 50, from 50 to 70, and from 70 to 80. And now Potato is in line for an influence limit break. So we can upgrade, potentially, his cyberdeck services. Now the other one in line here, of course, is going to be Origami Joe. He's at 50 right now. If we sell him enough stuff, we can get him up there. So if we sell him, like, actually, you know, I probably should sell him 3 sets of blueprints and get him to limit break early. That's probably worthwhile. The one thing I would want to hold on to is probably, honestly, probably the urban assault rifle, and we'll sell the rest. So getting Joe up to 80 is pretty reasonable. Although the one consideration is that if we sort by influence, influence limit breaks are first come, first serve. And so this guy's already at 80, which means he's already first in line. Until Potato limit breaks, there is no reason to put someone else in line. It won't matter yet. Let's see. We can keep moving forward, though. Next thing we want to do is get the nanoscrubber ready to upgrade. So we'll put in power wires level 2. Ooh, actually, I'm so close to money, though, right? I need 23k. I can make that money. Let's do it. I can surely make that money. So we'll sell Urban Assault 1. I'm actually going to sell... yeah, let's leave the Urban Assault up. It probably won't matter, but for now, it's going to be the play. I have enough money now, and so I can just barely put in our Underworld hub to make legwork go better. So relatively quick, but of course I'm out of money. That's fine. Time can once again tick forward. Okay, cool. So he got in first for some reason. That's fine with me. So we could upgrade his street guns, or the most important thing, Puppet Master, we can upgrade all of them. We get his guns, his weapon mods, his armor, even his buying service. So yes, please. Thank you, Puppet Master. And so just like that, Origami Joe, I guess he did sneak ahead, so I'm not sure why that happened. I guess I don't understand the game rules as well as I thought I did. But yeah, these have all leveled up now. Level 3 street guns means better stuff in the market. And so we now have access to, right, we had access to, right, the Bull Assault. The X-Close UAR was a bit better, 20 damage per bullet. But now we can get the Street War Dog as well and get another 20 damage per bullet and even more accuracy. And so a big spike here if we want to get it. We can get better pistols at some point. We don't have a level 3 pistol yet, but we do have a couple level 3 blades, level 3 sniper rifle, level 3 revolver, shotgun, etc. So when we actually have money, we can get better stuff. Of course, we don't have it yet. All right. Well, let's talk about the rest of this deal that you and I made. And now that Vix has given you what you need, is he on his way out of town? The Quant and I had a deal, and I don't forget my deals, unlike someone I know. Okay, it was a joke between friends. But yes, I'm helping Vix get out of this town. The last decade has been bad for him. He hates New Boston and can't wait to leave. Vix has picked Phoenix as his new home. Keeping Vix safe while I'm working on getting everything arranged. It will take time, but I will keep my end of our arrangement. Alright, one step closer to finding this widget and wrapping up this deal. Given Vix's intel, I was able to find a squeaky wheel who was in need of a little bribery. Didn't take as many UDs to get our friend to stash the dusty old manifests for the Night Horizon crates in question in lockboxes around Light Security Facility. You'll be going up against Matsumoto to pick up these files. You must at least steal one of these files, but the more data we have, the faster the rest of the search will go. The Dust-Off Dash is ready to be planned at the Command HQ. So Dust-Off Dash is due in 7 days and change. That's not too bad. We've got a pretty good payday coming up here. 120 plus 13, I guess going to be 133 for stealing all the loot. If we can get low sec level, we get some extra favors. That would be kind of nice. It's got a yellow host here. We've got a lot of room for various things going on. It is a power level 5 mission now, so the guards are a little bit stronger. Red cubes are not the most important, so chasing down kills is not a big deal for me. So I would like to go stealthily if possible, though. If we possibly can. Still need my team to recover those. Let's have that happen first. All right. Let's see. So you're back, ready to go. That's good news. If I want to greed, I run my hacker on this mission. And I do kind of really want to greed. But also I'm going to get this clean room, or this room done for the field ops relatively soon. And that means I get leverage to make this mission easier. That's definitely useful. We've got some legwork due in a little bit as well. There we go. Nice. We get to hire a new recruit. That's pretty useful here. So we can actually see this. We have a level 2 Vanguard on offer here. Let's go ahead and have this chat. Because I think, let's see. If we're going to send Rose to the doctor to treat this, which I think we should have Tanya come in and run this mission. And our team could be like Cyber Knight. I want to run the hacker for loot. I guess I don't need her for this mission then, because we're going to run the soldier and the Cybersword. So I'm going to hold her back, actually. We're going to let the field up center be done, but we're not going to hire her yet. And of note, by the way, right, Tanya has Grocket, so she has legwork bonuses. She has more legwork bonuses here as well. So she's going to be really, really good at doing legwork for us. She's level 2 right now. And we can hire her, and she's a Vanguard, and we can train her as we wish. But again, I'm going to wait until we get a little bit more squared away. So let's, again, have the field ops be done. Field ops is done. Hooray. Let's get the nano scrubber ready. I need money first. Okay. I'm just going to sell this because I need the money. I don't want to keep my base going. So blueprints all sold. Power wires begun. Level 2 means we can go command HQ. Field ops is up. So we don't get a lot of stuff we can do here, unfortunately. We need level 2 to make it better. So all I can really get is the alarm function here. Malfunction to block escalation for a turn, which is something for us, so we'll buy it. You know, better stuff eventually, but for now we don't have that. As far as this mission is concerned, we can buy a hacked gold key for extra loot. 50k for the Matrix Snoop is a very pricey... I mean, we might pay for it with hacked loot, but it's going to be close. I think I will buy the gold key because I'm going to go ahead and spend this favor and get extra loot here. I think we could consider spending a favor to get... I think I will spend the favor here and get Violent Diversion so I can block specifically reinforcement versions of escalations. We'll buy it from Dusty here, which seems totally fine. We've got that. We can't afford it from Kirsa, although theoretically, if we had favors or money, we could unplug cameras for a while. That's not going to be us. So let's see. I guess the plan is run the 4 that we've got. Unless, I mean, can I afford Matrix Snoop? Can I realistically get 50k? I mean, I do have some stuff in inventory, right? I have an extra silencer that I don't need. We can sell 1. I can sell... I mean, let's check my squad, right? Like, if this is the team, we need to swap you out for Urban Assault 2. Okay, so here's the team, right? I should drop the HE grenade. I'm never going to use it. HE grenade becomes smoke grenade. That's slightly better. Let's overwrite this because it's the better version now. Let's replace the HE on you as well, actually. Let's go with another shock mine if possible. We're going to save this as UAR pistol too. So shock mines and first aid kits everywhere seems reasonable enough. Don't have money to get more, but I can go into my inventory, and as long as, let me check one more thing, right? So I could have navigated there from elsewhere, but we sort by gear. And so let's put on our 5th armor piece. And let's go sell everything that we don't need, basically. Yeah, actually, what would you be holding as... Okay, we have very few spare guns. Okay, so this would be like the last loadout. Okay, we have very little else that we can sell. So what can we sell? I'm going to sell this mod, actually, because I'm not going to use shotguns for a long time. I'm going to sell the crappier ones. I'm going to sell the boosted ion recharger. I don't want to sell dazzlers. I'm going to sell HE grenades, realistically. And I have not much else to sell, actually. Everything else I probably need to keep. So, I think these theoretically shouldn't be sellable because I'm just pretty sure you're not supposed to be able to sell these. I'm just going to leave them as they are. Even though realistically that would let me afford the Matrix Snoop. But yeah, can't do it. So, we've got a little bit of leverage, not a ton. We've got a little bit of money. Can I buy a pistol weapon mod? 31k for the body glue grip to give me a good amount of accuracy and minus recoil. That's not going to happen. Okay. Then it is time for the dust off dash. We are going to just go ahead and run the 3rd mission of the Null Void Promise. I already forget the name. Either way, the 3rd mission of the 2nd starting storyline. Informed by the ex-Night Horizon Quant Vix Belthorn, we have the location of the moldering records that Tosca is seeking. Matsumoto had no idea the value of the Delta Wire prototype when they filed it away, and so we need to dig up the records across his facility's active lockers. Here's the team. Let's hope we do okay. Tosca's turncoat scattered the Night Horizon rec records across some of the active lockboxes in this zone. You think they could have just put them all in one place? Even a lower security facility like this, it might draw the wrong kind of attention and get the files picked up for rescanning. So what's the point of these 10-year-old files? Do they document what Matsumoto did with Night Horizon salvage? Tosca claims that the VPs within Night Horizon were hiding valuable prototypes and assets before the fall. No one knew what was going to happen next or how bad it was going to get. But after the 7-day siege, the dust settled, there were millions of Night Horizon things to claim. Some of it was probably juicy, obviously valuable, imminently stealable. But so much of it ended up getting crated and shipped off somewhere. These Night Horizon rec files track one specific set of crates that have Tosca's prototype in them. These 3 files are scattered throughout the zone's loot boxes. Plan a route to hit as many boxes as you can. Once we have all 3 files, we can extract. Our payment increases, though, with each file. Alrighty, so if we can get it in low security, that would be great. There's the gold key room. Want to get into here if we can. Got a matrix host here, and a second matrix host over here. We don't know where the exit's going to be. We have a gold key, so I'm thinking we go left to start. We go through here pretty cleanly. We loop up into this. We come through here. We go up, grab the host. Go to the middle late after clearing these guards out. Now, the nice thing is if we kill guards here, they'll be sent to investigate. But they probably won't investigate through here. They'll go this way, probably. This guy will go out like this. Anyone who's like over here is going to go this way as well. And so we should be moderately safe in this location. Again, if there's somewhere like this, they might come through, but it should be okay for a while. So I'm going to go ahead and see what you two are going to do. You are going to stand still. You are going to walk away. I think you walking away is useful, actually. Because then you won't get your body seen by the camera, and we'll actually get to buy more time. Now my Tactical Surge gives 3 initiative, which is cool. I'm going to wait. I'll wait to use it, though, at the end. I'm going to delay the team. Magpie needs to kill his camera. Let's do that now before I forget. I'll have to run through here anyway. Let's just try to be efficient. Down goes the camera. Then you can delay. And the guards can have their turn. You are patrolling around. Okay, good to know. You are standing. And you are walking away. And we'll get what we need to get. Should be no big problem. You're looking the wrong way. Your initiative is not too high. Here's Tactical Surge. Let's go have a good turn. So my gun is loud, of course. So the AR is not likely to happen. Thankfully, he's not looking quite the right way, so pistol should be good. And having my Cyber Knight always start, thanks to his high crit chance and high stealth crit damage. I think he's always the best opener here. 31%. Okay, fine, that doesn't crit. Fair enough. Decent damage here. No one else can hear the silenced weaponry. Zasha can certainly try, but she's been slowed down by everything, so she's going to be relegated to pistols as well. I can go from this side if I want. Doesn't really matter where I shoot from. Looks like you can path through here, so I'm tempted to say, yeah, stand here behind this, which is cover from you in case you turn around, although you're not likely to. We can already see where you're going. But that gives us a relatively safe shot here with good forward progress, which I think is totally fine. So go ahead, Zasha. He sees me, debuffs me. Don't shoot that guy, shoot this guy. Sucks that you missed. Could have done this sooner and had Aitana come in for the accuracy buff, but oh well. Yeah, we're just going to be spotted no matter what. There's no really real way around that one, so no stealth tactics. I'm just going to run you up here. And yeah, no one's going to be getting any surprise damage here. I'm just going to marker sights you to make the accuracy better because this is clearly a bit rough. I'm going to hold Iron Grip. I don't think I need it. I think I'll be fine without it. Shot 1 is decent. Okay, as long as it's not a glance, we kill. Good. That's savagery. We can have her chase this guy down next turn. And then Magpie can simply run up. Make sure your footsteps don't get heard. So let's be a little safe here. Looks like that's fine. And again, he hasn't heard any gunfire. He's going to turn and move that direction. We're not in any danger yet. This guy's corpse is not going to get spotted for basically ever. It will run a body timer down, but for now we're okay. First turn done. Bit of quantum tally. Not a big deal yet. Alright, Aitana should start. She has savagery after all. Unfortunately, this guy is going to hear her. Well, yeah, and Magpie's already hidden, so I'd like to not have that break out. But man, your footsteps are loud. How do I get you into appropriate range? I mean, I could run like this, and it's like... I mean, I would like to start from stealth so I can get the bonus hit chance, is the thing. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out like this, and I will crouch for the rest of it. It's going to reveal Magpie, but I really want the stealth crit chance, or the stealth hit chance, rather, for the first shot here. My entire team goes first. Actually, you know what? I can stand right in front of her and block line of sight. This might not quite work. Yeah, she's going to get seen, but whatever. Alright, I get 2 shots. Savagery means a lot more damage. I'm not going to be in combat for a while. I'm tempted to burn Iron Grip now, and then in 3 turns it's back. I think it's worth it for the extra damage here. And slightly more accurate first shot here. Right, we get rid of all of our recoil. First shot is some damage. It's not a kill. Second shot is damage, and this guy is definitely able to be cleaned up. Unlikely we didn't crit. A crit would have given me some action points back and made it even, you know, a little bit cleaner. Oh well. They are patrolling around. Have the Cyber Knight walk around to, let's go here. That'll be a guaranteed glancing hit within 6 meters. He's in a combat state, of course. And yeah, guaranteed glancing hit, so very likely a kill. Down you go, we even crit. Didn't need it, but it happened. I'm going to keep prioritizing walking forward for now. Ah, we found more guards. We can go see what more of these guys do. I'm going to have Magpie wait. What's this guy doing on his turn? Patrolling that way? Okay. Alright, what is the best ordering of events here? I think it's probably, like, chill for a bit and then group up and then it'll be fine. So I'm going to have you come over here. Grab this lockbox. Oh, nice. We got, I think this is for an assault rifle, actually. We got a pre-packaged assault rifle scope. I'm pretty sure it's that or a sniper rifle. And a smoke grenade blueprint that we can sell. Like, yeah, the team's going to stay kind of on the safe side. We're going to mostly loop around the back here. I think these guards aren't going to be threatening for a while. Going to go for the gold key door. Our objective was not in this box, so we can't evac yet. Searching for quantum interference to tally. Body timers will run out in a couple of turns, though. Camera turns on, but the guard moved off the camera, so camera will not see the corpse. Itana needs to reload. That's kind of non-negotiable. I'm going to leave her where she is for now and let more guards move. Okay, you're still patrolling around in a square. You are holding this position. You're turning back. Okay. Well, glad no one ran forward yet. This kill needs to happen. That's totally fine, though. It's very doable. I should keep yielding, see what else these guards do. Standing around and running over that way. Okay. So yeah, you are just not... Well, if I go here, I can slash slide. Do I want to? I mean, I can put it on cooldown. It's a 4-turn cooldown. We're not going to get in combat always right away. This is a bit efficient, realistically. So I get spotted. Is what it is. Slash slide. We get a decent hit here. Should be able to clean up. I'm not worried about this too much. 4 AP remaining is actually pretty good for shoot, reload, shoot. I am spotted. He is in combat. We're not going to get any stealth benefits, but... First shot is okay. Take the reload. It's going to be like 70 to hit. 71. Okay, 1 miss is expected. Itana should be able to clean this up for me, though. I'm going to do... Let's see, no, you're going at 17. We're going before you. This is fine. 68. Okay. So what's nice is Magpie can guarantee this by, once again, getting within 6 meters. Yeah, we'll get within 4, I guess. Yeah, whatever. Put you here. It's now a guaranteed glancing hit for being close enough. Which means, yes, you see me, but now you don't. Let's see, will you snap in from out there? Yes, you will. Great. Cool. Gold key door is open. Let's go grab our loot boxes. And we're going to get pretty close to body timers running out now, so we're probably going to see more escalation. Oh, we get 1 more turn for that. Okay, cool. So this one's expiring in 2 turns. I think the other one's going to expire next turn. It was briefly discovered, but obviously the guy who saw it can't report it. Once again, I think best play is let the guards patrol. Let them come into you. Minimize the unknowns. Okay, another guard moving, sure. He's coming closer, which is a little scary. He's going to happen upon us before too long. Looks like Magpie grabbing these boxes is reasonable. 1 action point to here. Corporate invoices, patch X kit, 25k cred chip, thank you very much. That is a big deal. We've got a sealed meta cloud, we got another smoke grenade, we got a sealed biorecycler. That's not bad. This is a pretty good turn as far as I'm concerned. Kind of like what I got here. Packet loss is down, so all I can really do is advance toward the team. We'll put you here. Feeling good about getting more damage here. Let's see, does Zaitana have marker sights back? Yes. I kind of want her to use them. How reliable is the kill going to be? I need to get line of sight on this guy, which is right here. That's at 22 meters, which is okay. It's -4 to hit, which isn't horrible, but I'm pretty sure I want to just hit marker sights here and make it a little bit nicer. So I got to get a little bit closer to do so. I'm going to walk up to here. That seems fine. That gives me... It's telling me I get a direct shot on him, so I'm going to believe it. I'm going to marker sights to make sure this is really, really easy. And my crit chance is at all of 3%. But we get a couple of shots here. And the team should hopefully be able to clean up, or I'm griefing. So you have a stun if needed. But I'm going to have you let Viking go first. And have him try to clean this up. So if I attack from here, is it playable? 200 meters, that seems fine. So out of vision for now, although we're not going to get any stealth hits. Debuff evasion, though, is enough to guarantee glancing hits. Shot 1. Shot 2. There we go. And again, I can simply walk forward for now. We'll reload when it's needed. This guy's too far to see the body. Barely, just for now. Nope, he saw the body. Okay, yep. Okay, he's suspicious. He's going to report, and people are going to walk up. I'm not in look-ahead range, so I can't hack his choices. I could say, screw it, let's trigger one more tally and have Zasha run into this. So they're already going to send one because of the corpse. Making him send a second, I think, is fine. I think it's going to be okay. We'll say here. Here's some tally. You know I'm here. We get some drugs. I'm going to run you somewhere like this, which lets you be hidden behind this wall. If I need your sword, if I need your pistol, I can use it. Otherwise, you're going to grab this loot next. That seems fine. Still have not found the mission objective. Okay, so these two are sent. I actually don't mind that it was the close ones, because this will pull them out of their spots, and I think we'll be okay. Not too worried about this. So you are running up. You're not going to see me yet, though. You're going to come over as well. There are trespassers here. Yeah, I mean, they see the body that got reported to them. We're ducking behind this panel, though. We're okay. This guy will investigate of his own volition. He will probably start hunting. No, he's not. Okay, he's done. And then no one else knows anything. Alrighty, so your initiative rolls are very high. That is a bit of a problem. Like, absolutely a real problem here, that they all have good initiative, because it's going to make this fight a lot harder. I think at the end of the day, we just kind of got to send it. Man, I'm getting stuck in combat way more than I thought it was going to be. So if I'm here, I definitely can't guarantee this is going to work as well as I want it to, but I think it's my best option, and we're going to go for it. So I'm going to preempt Iron Grip for the damage. The 10% ballistic as extra pure damage is a meaningful damage increase. We go full auto here. Yeah, you're well out of range and obstructed, but it's the best I've got. We've got decent hit chance. It's not amazing hit chance. Yeah, the obstructions really hurt here, but pretty good damage. 200 to each of them is nice. So the pistol is going to be... I mean, it's not horrible, to be honest. I mean, if we hit, we get the kill. That'd be great. But it's easier to kill him than this guy, so we're going to shoot here instead. Coin flip. Okay. No ammo, so we're going to go take this gun. And to be safe, let's go into Overwatch. This should work decently well. Your action board's going to be a little taxed here. Slash slide probably does not reach what I want. No, it doesn't. And then if I go all the way down here, I think slash slide is not that likely to reach. Well, okay, it does look like it will. But you're going on... well, my 7-8 can make you not go at 20. So I believe... I actually don't know 100% if slash slide makes you have like regular line of sight. This might be a little funky, but I think it's going to work out for the team. Just going to run down here. We get super spotted. Slash slide is going to hit both. That's good. I'm going to stand... Where should I stand to be safe? Probably behind these boxes, so somewhere like this. I want to be in melee range of at least that one guy. See, if I go here, I'm hitting both of them. Down goes one. Pretty bad damage on two. I don't think I need to burn Aegis because I can bump my initiative to make sure that she's going before him. I'm not worried. I'm going to have Viking go after Magpie. Magpie does not quite have line of sight, but she will. That guy is in a very awkward spot for me. If I go to here, I am within 6 meters, which means guaranteed glancing hit, which means you're dead for sure. Turns out I did not need Overwatch. I cleaned up better than I thought I would. But down you go. Of course, there's still plenty of escalation. You are alert. You are in full combat. You are mad at me, and for good reason. Okay, so my team is at 16, 12. Okay, so Zasha's at 11, which is very bad. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to throw down Look Ahead to slow you down, and then pre-compute her to give her +8, and then she goes first. He's still going to rat on me, but... Let's see, and I'm just double checking that you haven't been debuffed yet. No, you have not. Okay, good. I'm going to throw it over this way, puts him down to 18. Then I can pre-compute on Zasha, put her to 19. Now she goes first, and even though he's going to tell on me, little tattletale over here, she's going to go first and kill him before he can shoot at us. And that's good enough. So we're going to get an escalation here. And what I'm going to do, actually, is say, you know what? I would like to block escalations, please. I think that is worthwhile. Please don't do anything. So there's a leverage in use. And that'll buy us some time before anything else shows up. So he's being sent over, orders received. Yeah, the AI can still coordinate, but it cannot escalate. So it's going to try, corrupt the protocols. And then we'll use our other leverage when that time's out. And Zasha, of course, needs his kill, so let's swing. Okay, that was a glancing hit, unfortunately. She low rolled. There we go. Alright, you're dead. This guy can walk over. Someone needs his box, probably Aitana. Of the two guards we know about, they're walking over now. You're walking over as well. Yep, into this. You see a body. You're very angsty about that. I understand. It makes sense. I would be angsty too. The cool thing is, I'm ready to shoot. So, yep, it's loud. But you know what? Who cares? Let's kill some guards. So, full auto 1. Decent damage. Not a guaranteed kill by any means. It's decent damage. And then... Yeah, I mean, you'll be hard to kill, but I'll try. I'm going to walk up here, and the shot's going to be like 20% to hit or something. Maybe like 35? 37? Okay. Wow, okay. I mean, good enough. Alright. So, he's down. Sec level 5 seems pretty unlikely. We're getting the kills, as it turns out. We're just playing full combat. Which is fine. I mean, realistically, if we're not getting hit with big reinforcements, it doesn't really matter. Magpie can't quite reach this Matrix host. We already know where that guy's going, though, and it's not towards us, so... She can play pretty aggressively and just run out all the way to here, and it's going to be fine. I'll go piecemeal just to make sure there's nothing surprising going on, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be okay. So, no new info on guards. Let's run you up to the host. Now, I am scared it's a yellow host. Yellow hosts are, I mean, for a level 1 hacker with a level 1 cyber deck, not the easiest. I'm going to get this camera to see me. I don't care if it sees me. Please have the objective. No. Fine. Now, I believe the leverage I used should still block for this turn as well. If I'm wrong, sucks to suck, but I think I read it such that it said until the end of next turn, and this is next turn, and this is the end of next turn, so we should be alright. Now, this spot doesn't matter at all. I could drop down 2 laser gates, or I can just go around. I'm just going to go around. I'm going to put you here. That seems fine. We'll have someone else grab... Nah, I don't want to, like, limp that far ahead of everyone else, so I'm going to go ahead and grab this box. We get, there we go, Records Part 3, and we get the blueprint of an armor. Pay data in hand is as good as cash in hand. There's more to find. Don't let sick AI slow you down. Keep moving. Partial success. Cool beans. Let's just run you up. Alright. Well, there are still 2 guards on the map. There is you and you. Here's our exit if we need it, but we're fine for now. Alright. The AI is going to try to escalate. It is indeed blocked. So that's nice. I think we should let this guy walk around. I think he's not going to find me. Yep, sec AI in my ear. Oh, you did see me. And I'm in... Oh, crap. Okay, well, I thought you were safe. You were not. Well, the nice thing is I have interference spike to break Overwatch, so please stop that. And so the plan is... Can I get line of sight and have 4 AP? Just barely. There we go. Within 19 meters, it's going to be good for the full auto. That should be fine. The pistol will be okay. 72 to hit. Yeah, we hit exactly 1 bullet there. 1 pistol shot at a coin flip. Okay, makes up for it a little bit. Let's wait and see what Thedo does. Sec AI. Yeah, makes sense. You'd walk towards us. But we're pretty okay for now. Is Magpie going to be in danger? Honestly, I think I'm allowed to risk it. This is maybe very stupid. But I legit think he's not going to be... No, there's no way it's not going to be threatening. Alright, we're going to have to, like, reload, hold position, and, like, get ready to fight this guy. So yeah, it's like, walk over here, duck, end of the turn, let him have his turn, and then open up later. You're just going to, like... I mean, we could turn off a camera here. I think that's fine. Just knock this down. End your turn. Alright, Atana, time to defend yourself. That's looking pretty good. Marker sights for the accuracy. Turns out she could have also gotten out by using marker sights, so she was not helpless on her own. Odds of a kill are high. We got it. Savagery pops. Camera sees a body. Is what it is. Go run toward the team. Sorry, I keep flicking my tongue. I don't know why I started this habit. I didn't used to do this a whole, like, nearly as much. Okay, we're going to hide you here, so that when he's done investigating, he's going to run past her and she can go and get this kill. With your spare AP, I'm going to have you reload, because I don't really need 1 initiative for next turn. Okay, I should have popped the thing. Yep. So, we escalate because we were waiting, and oh, they're high quality too. I should have used the diversion. That was a mistake. I guess he's walking past, so we're chilling. Okay, we can leave him alive. If we don't make any noise in this area of the map, we're going to be okay for a while, actually. And they probably also investigate this way, so we really could be completely safe. I'm going to delay down to let the entire guard crew do their thing. Okay, you're doing nothing special. You're actually on a normal patrol right now. Okay, you're ending your turn over there. You have been told to move, but you're going that way. You are just patrolling as well. Okay. So, yeah, if you're heading this way and you're heading that way, we are actually safe for a while. So that means I can try to sneak around and do cool stuff. So I'm going to have you go up this way and grab this box. Someone else has to kill this camera, but then we can grab these 3 at some point. The only other things that could happen is these body timers can eventually run out, and that will send guards this way, but hopefully they're far enough over here that they walk this way, not that way. And that'll have to be the hope. So Viking is going to run out to the middle here. I think that is fine. I think look ahead is worth using. Yep, you're heading that way, you're heading that way. And based on the fact that we went into security level 2 and 3, I think this is still a thing. So I should have popped it in the previous turn, but I'm going to pop it now. Magpie can go for a hack now. We know you're going away from me, so I should be fine. And we can make some decent progress here. Alrighty, so here is the Matrix Host. We are going for some optional loot. This is our second time hacking for loot, right? We did it in the previous... Yeah, because you got some XP earlier. Hard shell, overclock, basic programs. Alright, we've now got a definitely scarier place overall. We've got things with more stuff going on, so tally per turn, connection use. This is going to have a trap here almost for certain, based on the layout. Damage to Cyberdeck any action, that is annoying. If you use any program, restarts all ice, but it's already popped, so now we're fine. So damage to Cyberdeck goes away. More traps, okay. If you exit Steel AP, well, go away. We lose Disarm, not the end of the world. Program loading is a real concern here. Yep, absolutely. So let's drop you. I'm out of IO, so I can't really make any more progress yet, so we're stuck here right now until I can get more points in Overclock. Well, until next turn, but long term, points in Overclock or better implants or a better Cyberdeck. It's fine, we're making progress, it's okay. And then Itana can come up and just kind of stay with the team here. Somewhere in decent cover. That seems fine. Could have gone for the reload, but I'm actually happy with where I am. Alright, next turn. Tasking framework non-responsive. Sure, okay. Right, this is already popped. We need to get active disruption here. We'll load a scan as well. It's only 2 per spot, so it's pretty chill. Let's go here. Tally, get rid of you. Okay, CPU is off to the right. I think I do want to spike it because something might be good over here. Let's see. Ice health is mostly around 40 to 60. Null op with overclock on top might not be enough damage. Am I willing to risk it not being enough damage? I don't know if I am. Okay, I'm going to go this way instead then. Let's go Tally, then AP. AP is not my primary limiter. We've got some stuff to deal with here. Let's hope there's no trap ice. On any action, remote controls, scan, there is a trap, load a program, that is fine. Let's just hack everything. I'm not even going to read, I don't care. Alright, this is definitely buying me some breathing room. These are all looking pretty useful. Then I guess the question is, which of these last 2 cameras matter? Okay, that one does, the other one does not, so we'll hack this device. +1 on the node is fine. Okay, pretty useful turn here. There are probably downloads there, I would like them, so I probably will try to figure it out and load attack and try to make some progress. Alright, so let this guy have his turn. Yep, you're just patrolling. You are walking away from me. Alright, we're safe for now. Is it time for you to hunt? Yes, but you're hunting, thankfully, kind of the wrong way. So we've, for now, given them the slip. We should be fine for a while. You're just patrolling down, that's totally fine. And you, yep, because there's no line of sight from the motion detector, we can run up here. This might just barely get me to magnet in. Not quite, that's fine. So we got part 2, we got some drugs, and we got a concussion grenade crafting blueprint. Piece by piece, we're gathering what we came to get. There's more to find, don't let sick AI slow you down, keep moving. Partial success is nice. There's one more in these 3 boxes, and it's thankfully right by the exit. So I'm feeling pretty good. Knocking down that camera should be relatively easy as well. I'm hoping anyway. Itana will have to duck to get through this, that's fine though. I'm actually going to yield you behind Viking so that he can knock down this camera and we can make the progress as fast as we want. Let's run you to here. Can I actually reach the camera yet? No, I can't. Okay, we're just going to run all the way up like this then. I don't know if the camera turns or not. If it does, I'm going to get spotted. And if I get spotted, I'm going to be very, very sad. But I can't do much about that. So let's just hope everything's fine. I'm going to put you... I'm going to have Itana go here. Zasha's going to go there, something like that. I don't know. The guards aren't heading my way yet, so we should be okay. We get a escalation, but we can't take in... Okay, it's a Matrix High Alert. That could be very annoying for us. The Blade's been sent to intercept. We'll see where he's actually sent, though. You're just walking around. Okay, where are you sent, though? Please don't go through the middle. You're still running over. You're going towards where this got triggered, it looks like. Sure, not too special. Thankfully, camera didn't move. That's good news for me. Looks like we're all good here. You're going to be sent at some point in the future. Got it. Itana's chilling. You are going to go ahead and run up here to knock down the camera so that I don't pull them toward me. That's going to be clearly in range. Alright, well, security scramble on you. And yeah, let's just put you, I guess right there looks fine. There's no one else have any turns, so no more unknowns on this turn. Medikit and an aid kit, that seems fine. We'll have Zasha run all the way over. That'll be fine, you're good at that. So part of the reason I brought my hacker on the mission is just to get XP. It makes the mission harder because she's not doing all that much, but honestly, even though we got no downloads, I don't want to stay here and get caught out. I'm just going to leave. We're going to get very little bonuses from the downloads here. But honestly, my hacker is kind of underpowered here, being stuck at level 1. Let's just try to get you to safety. Let's grab these boxes, get our money, and we'll handle all that stuff later. Itana can grab this, no problem. And we're going to be okay. Alright. Double click to move, and a shock mine, a patch X kit, and of course it's in the last box. It's always in the last box. Well, there should be no more, no more escalations. We've caught up on that one. Zasha's going to grab this. Looks like that should work from there. Spend 3 AP. Grab the box. There's the last one. There it is. We get a biorecycler. We get 10k. We get a, I believe it's a shotgun. This could be a sniper piece. It's either a shotgun or a sniper barrel. And we get some more crafting materials. We came and we heisted. The pay data is ours. Well done. That's the entire formula in hand. He'll be pleased. Let's get you out of there. Total success. We can now extract for full payment or pillage for more profit. Nah. It really does not feel worth it to me to stick my neck out this long just for some very, very slow matrix hacking. Oh, and you're patrolling back, which makes it even scarier. Yeah. All right, let's tactical surge right now. Let's bump initiative and move points and move towards safety. I'll leave you here. Make sure people can get toward the exit. Have Magpie keep ducking. I don't want to send security my way. So I'm going to go to here. Actually, if you fully run, would you make it anyway? Funny thing is you would. But I don't want to... Thing is, we have to wait for Zasha anyway. So it just feels correct to only spend 2 AP. Crouch, don't trigger the security. And then it'll still be close. We don't... Actually, this will make it. I can finesse the AI, the UI, and that'll put her in. So, great. I think we just send you out. I think you're done. Itana has almost enough action points. But we're fine where we are. This shouldn't be a problem. So now we're very far away. These guards should not see us. We should be alright. Okay. So the final consideration is I might as well pre-compute Zasha so that she can go start of the turn. And that way we don't have to wait for the final guard. So you're out. You're out. I want to check real quick. So you are a power level 5 guard sniper. That's your stats. You're a power level 5 guard bladesman. Those are your stats. And that's a guard captain. Cool. Alright. Where'd we go? There we are. You're done. And then out goes the team. Mission 3 complete. We don't want to overstay our welcome. I'm covering our escape with quantum countermeasures. Let's ride. Alright. So I feel like we've kind of stabilized now. Getting some more XP on our characters. So total score, we have all 3 Night Horizon rec files in our possession. Well done, Viking. Matsumoto will never know what secrets they lost tonight. All the better for us. It'll take some time to analyze this set of files and try to trace them through McKellen's convoluted system. But once I do, you'll be the first one I vid. Tosca will contact us when he is ready to set up the prototype heist. That'll be fun. So, Itana's name is now Bunny. We get a decent payday here that pays for about 1 room. Get some solid XP here with the squad leveling up. CK hits level 3. Yeah, let's go figure out if this Vindicator scope is, like, what it's for. Because it might make me change some of my gear as a result. This scope is, yeah, it's a sniper scope. 5 actually feels quite nice. We're going to sell these. I'm never going to use these basically ever. I'm going to sell some of the spare first aid kits, honestly. Biorecyclers are nice for staying quiet. It dissolves bodies so that they don't create tally. That's pretty solid. Evasion and recoil initiative is not something I'm going to use basically ever as a drug. The VCAPS gives move speed and a move point. That's more likely, and I might put it on someone like my Cybersword. This one is a shotgun barrel. I don't like to use shotguns very much. I'm just going to sell this for money right away. Decent cash on hand is good. I'm going to sell the crappy basic aid kit. What I really care about are these, like, these meta clouds. These meta clouds are nice because they're AoE, and they have a very large radius. You can throw them 16 meters. They heal almost as much as regular healing items do. Like the, yeah, it's just close enough that it's fine. I will hold this, though, because at some point I will likely use a sniper. So, let's go ahead and let time keep ticking forward. Actually, I guess where we are now is I can go ahead and finally use... Wait, no, I need to spend my training points. My face can almost level up. Class training for the Cyber Knight means I can now get +1 move point. So, that is Tactical Surge getting stronger. Hooray for you. We can go over to the Hacker and make you stronger. I do feel like I'm going to need some damage on Null Up. I don't quite one-shot Ice. But I really, really need the IO here. So I really got to go for Overclock first. And then we'll take some damage. And now I should feel decent. If I wasn't on a harder difficulty level, where we were already hitting yellow hosts, I wouldn't have needed the damage. But here we are. But yeah, with the Matrix damage from this point and the damage here, we're feeling pretty good. So this is the squad. And let's see what's next. So we've got some downtime now. We're going to run actual, more regular heist missions. So let's see. What is our plan going to be? I guess I just want to get some rooms upgraded. I've got some money coming in. We'll probably get this room dug out. We'll pay for your medical treatment. Okay, so the Unrolled Hub is up. That's good. We're going to take Rose, and we're going to send you for treatment to get this Nanoscorched healed. It is not cheap, but we got to do it. 37k. It's a decent chunk of change there. We've got some legwork due. I'm thinking realistically it's a good time to run this because we're between missions as it is, and we've already got a legwork in flight here. So who can run this? I need one of your mercs on a legwork. Help me collect on some debtors who are trying to stiff me. I could collect these loans the ugly, expensive way. You know, get a few people killed, but I think you could get it done the easy way. I see how we could put fear back into a few of them. Or to get around quickly that a Cyber Knight is collecting for you. Just think like a classic loan shark. Smash a few faces, threaten to break some kneecaps, discuss chopping off some fingers, but trust me, these punks will roll before you have to spill blood. Not gonna pay us? It's too small for payment. You have to barely lift a finger. And you know I'm good for my favors. Is word getting around that you've gotten soft? It's growing pains, okay? I'm swimming in a larger pond, and some of those fish want to test their teeth on me. I'm climbing, not getting all mushy on the inside. Alright, well, legwork, we can have Bunny go. The combatant, sure. Hopefully you don't fail, buddy. Good luck to you. I'm going to enjoy this too much. Remember, Chop, I still want them as customers, remember? Alright, well, let's burn 1 token for 10% legwork chance. Next up, 300k to make it better is in the cards. I do want this. We've got space here, so this can't be upgraded until the nanoscrubber is dug out. So let's dig out the trash room over here. We've still got our friend on offer, and I really should pop Cocospire at some point to actually keep pushing Origami Joe up. He is my best contact, essentially, in that he sells a lot of weapons, and I can use Puppet Master to make that stronger, and that's just good overall. So, really tempted to do so. So let's go ahead and do that. Hey, Origami Joe, where are you? Why can't I read? There we go. Cocospire. Let's work together. We can work out a mutually beneficial agreement. Check out our timeline. It is a scav raid, so unfortunately it doesn't pay us any money, but at least it's something. It's worth some power level and some loot and whatnot. We can wait a little bit for that one, though. Let's go ahead and have time tick forward. Do what we can for base management. So Nanoscrubber upgrade seems worthwhile. Let's just get 3 rooms at once that's finally done. Let's keep going. We've got a mission on offer here. I'm holding blood money for you if you can help me execute 3 enemy captains. As days tick by, Warner-Braun is strengthening their reserves in New Boston. I'll be paying you on behalf of some interested parties who want to keep them on the weak side of things. It's very clear then. Money for blood. We all know we can't keep them down forever, but keeping them weak opens up so many opportunities. Certainly you've benefited. We'll consider the work. So she's got us a kill 3 captain's job. We will be paid per target we are able to eliminate before extracting. So the Devil Exfiltration is ready to be planned. And that is going to be this guy. Another yellow host. We've got gold key loot. We've got required combat, of course. We're going to get paid a solid 100 or close to 200k. We can also give her extra influence. I mean, considering that she sells combat drugs, that might be decent. Going fast against captains, though, is going to be kind of tough. Power level 6 corporal captains are pretty tanky after all. So who's going to run this mission? I think, honestly, we have the crew for it already. Let me double check. Matrix 2 would be kind of expensive. Okay, I don't have an open slot right now. Everyone is busy with legwork, although Hayes will be done, and she'll be done as well on time. So I could just keep delaying and delaying and delaying, and I'm kind of tempted to do so. Yeah, I mean, realistically, right, letting ourselves build up tokens and recover seems correct. Okay, well, Potato leveled up, and he can upgrade Collector to buy stuff for more. That's kind of unfortunate, because I wanted to upgrade Cyberdex, but I can't do that here. Oh well. Money definitely is tight. Let's keep going then. Wound recovery is done. Ah, our contact here is on the verge of forging the German connection. Gonna need some time, though, because Hayes is currently busy with legwork. It's gonna require some mercs for that. But at some point we will run that. That'll be fine. We've got 4 characters ready. I think now is as good a time as any. Well, let's see. Let's get Nanoscrubber 2, start this next room, and then we'll go for it. Nanoscrubber 2. Let's bump Command HQ so I can get 3 tasks at once when it's ready. Yeah, I'm capped out on tasks for digging this out, and we're upgrading Command HQ. Let me check on file sets. Can't do that. Nothing here. Do I want to sell this armor? Probably. This armor has stress res on it, but I am unlikely to craft it for a very long time. Let's go make some money instead. We'll send it to Kirsa. And we'll sell these smoke grenades as well. We've got a concussion grenade blueprint that we're going to sell. Decent money. Not a ton, but it's decent money. As far as accounts are concerned, we can start selling back to our wire ghost here. I don't care about you too much. Combat drugs is just not that important to me. So we'll try to keep going to level up our wire ghost. Alright, up to 60k. Not horrible. Not amazing, but not horrible. We've got a file set hack here. Let me check XP real quick. So, how are you doing? You're at 1... Okay. You're going to need at least to run a mission. So what I'm going to go for here is to indeed run the Devil Exfiltration. And we'll run our entire team, basically. I think paying for the Snoop... I think it's maybe just not worth it. So, you need to equip slightly different gear. I'm going to swap you for... Okay, what I'm going to do is... I'm going to take your pistol back. I'm going to have Emil wear it. I'm going to save this without the HE grenade. As... With a Dazzler, let's replace First Aid with a basic Medicloud. This is going to be Stealth, Sword, Pistol 2. We also replace your First Aid kit with a Medicloud as well. Let's replace the AR one with that. Great. Alright, so when we have money, and eventually we will, eventually we'll have money, what I want to buy is sort of powerful and rare. I want to buy this Street Dragon. So even compared to the level 3 assault rifle here, so the level 3 is in red and green, right? So level 3 has less accuracy when full auto. In actual damage, it's 9 more ballistic, but 28 less pure. And a bit of shred, sure, but ultimately, I would take the Street Dragon. I would take the Street Dragon for the overall better damage profile. Yeah, recoil's rough, sure. All those things, you know, can be measured, but actual damage per burst, just the thing I care about the most. Alright, so here is our squad. We're going to run the mission. And I know we're running into 2 hours. I'm basically doing incredibly long recordings per day because I want to play as much as I can. And so we get extra long episodes because I want to do an, you know, 1 upload a day schedule, but I also want to play as much as I can. So here's the squad. Here's us going. Let's rock. And I'm double checking that I like what I have, and I do like what I have. So yeah, let's go. Alrighty, welcome to our first procedurally generated mission of this Let's Play. We are on the ground here. I'm working on locating the targets now. We're going to have to do this in the right order or things are going to get way too hot. This may be a long and bloody night. Let's get to work. Check our objectives for a rough location of each target. We can leave at any time with once we've gotten a kill through the extraction point. Alrighty, so we've got... are you actually one of the ones that matters? No. Wait, yes, you matter. Okay, so Alto's here, Luco's over there, and Amshi is over there. Alright. We might want to have to go early. Let's see. Where are you guys? I can't quite reach. Let's just predict you. Okay, if I step forward, though, I can get more info, and that's got to be correct. If I step one step forward like this, I'm still in cover. I can see both of your movements now, which is useful. You are running away, and you would be 2. The tough thing is you can see the body. So unless I sneak in at exactly initiative 11, which isn't going to happen, I can't really do perfect shenanigans here. And this guy's going to be hard to kill. I mean, he's tanky, he has high quality armor. And I don't really want to go super loud right away. Alright, we're not going to go for early kills then. I'm going to have Rose, who's got really good move speed. You're going to be grabbing all the spare loot here. 17% move speed. The Viking is at probably like 8. Yeah, 9. It's close. I think, yeah, we let these guards move. We catch up with them later. Well, we have so many action points, though. We catch up with them later. Let them have their turn. We can come up here, try to find the ambush. It'll be fine. Let's wait. All right, Rose, it's your turn. Here you go. Let's open this. Oh, I didn't get the gold key. I didn't grab it. Right, I forgot to spend the leverage for it. Okay, well, I griefed. I did not get the gold key. Okay, that's my mistake. Still, though, we should let these guards all have their turn. So I'm just going to yield and yield and yield. You are walking away there. And we will do what we can to ambush the captain. No, I'm doing it now. This would be way too scary. Like, I could go for it and burn the Dazzler if it gets bad, but, like, why? Do I, like, I don't have a, I mean, I have kind of reason to do it. The reason would be that I can, for sure, isolate him away from everyone else, and it makes the kill really easy. I feel like I should, is the funny thing. Okay, I'm just going to do it. I don't know if it's, like, correct per se, but... I'm going to walk up and stun you, and we're going to, like, try to chase you down together. Dazzler costs 2 action points. I'm going to walk into functional melee range. No, I don't need to. I'm going to walk to here. I'm going to use anticipation to get crit vulnerability on you. You're now easier to kill. We have a lot more guards here. I'm going to Dazzler you so that you are stunned for 2 turns. And I'm just going to go... And I'm going to go last, actually, so that Zasha can try to shred some armor here. So that's your turn over. Viking actually has no one else in audio range. So I can actually open up with the assault rifle here. Just barely have this shot. If I move a little bit, I can maybe have you not be obstructed, which would probably help me. See, if I walk to here, that's probably a cleaner shot with better accuracy. So let's do that. Yep, it is. It's a surprise target, of course, because I am hidden. First shot, crit. Not bad. It's getting a little uglier, but it's okay for now. Crit, but still no shred. Alright, well, basic pistol, close it out. Yeah, it's not a surprise that you missed. Next up is Zasha, who can actually shred here. You get all the... we don't quite reach without going for... Slash slide. I'm fine with that. Can you get it from here? Probably not, right? Nope. Okay. That's fine. We'll just go here and slash slide you. That's going to give us a chance at shredding. More guards found. No shred. It's fine. We're going to keep working on it. And no one else here's the pistol, so just shoot you in the back. It's something. Yeah, this guy is very tanky. We don't shred his armor. And he's got a lot of protection points in that armor, so it's going to take a while. But, as you can see, we're wearing him down. The damage is eventually happening. Then you're going to run up. And actually what's cool is... Yeah, right here, still no one else has audio range. So, we'll again use a gun with armor shred attached and decent damage. It's a decent crit. Realistically, we're going to switch back to the pistol here. First shot is likely to miss, but second shot is likely to hit. We're going to go ahead and get our focused fire buff, 75% chance to hit, and down goes the first captain. So it took a while. And I guess theoretically, if all I did was go super alpha, we could have gotten the kill without him moving, but that was pretty risky. Never saw us coming. That is one captain down, but also a gold key left on the table. Some loot forgotten. Well, here's 2 tally. And let's see, what else do we need to care about? You're standing around. You're not going to be a danger. I'm going to let you go ahead and have your turn. Let these guards move. We've got a Warner-Braun assault. Shotgunner. Regular guard here. Not too spicy. Let's see. How scary are your stats, by the way? Okay, 400 health and quite good armor. There's a Warner-Braun Firecom, 400 health and quite good armor. So yeah, has the ability to go full auto. We ran it into one of those earlier, and it almost killed our Vanguard. Let's see. So, what's the next plan? Well, we know there's a captain here and a captain here. We got to get pretty far around the map to do this. There are 2 hosts. I think we're going to go run this way, get all the way to here. Our exit is way over there anyway, so kind of picking this side of the map and then coming forward, maybe getting this. And then probably like leaving these boxes because they're not worth it. Should work pretty well. But again, it is probably correct to let all the guards take their turns. A couple of guards moving around. Yeah, no one has heard or been told anything, so we are chilling. You're staying there. Just got to make sure we can separate the guards cleanly and efficiently, and we should be fine. So, yeah, let's try to not have too many people on the bioscan field. That would be annoying for us. This guy's going at 19, so we've got to be probably in cover and wait for him. That's fine. Let's try to put Zasha somewhere safe. Looks like behind that... Ooh. Well, you're going at 14, which should be okay. I can hide from you, but that's a bit of a spicy spot to stand. I'm expecting to be okay. Yeah, Vikings at 19, so at worst he can manipulate initiative, and we can end up in a good spot. Let's have Magpie run up kind of similarly. You have you go up here. Seems very safe. And for Rose, we can hide you in this hallway as well, which is good. Let's see, who do I want to anticipate? This guy is a basic guard. He's not too scary. I think you I do care about. 10 crit vuln is nice, of course, but... Let's burn the anticipation, just so I know early. Okay, looks like you are doing basically nothing, so I'm not worried about this. Okay. Well, I trust the game. I trust you are doing nothing. 2 tally as usual. It's fine. This guy is walking, but he should see nothing. In fact, we can maybe, just maybe bypass him. It'll be tough, though. Let's see what happens, though, right? The game is telling me that we're safe. So you shouldn't be able to see me. Off you go. If you go far... Oh, we found a body, right. Okay, whatever. Patrolling. Heading to checkpoint. En route. Alright, well, let's just make sure that you're not going to be spicy. Let's just, like, delay all the way down and make sure your turn is done. Just in case we have to get loud for some reason. They're patrolling around. We've got a lot of info. It's definitely swarming with high-quality enemies, for sure. Yep, okay, the sniper is indeed just AFK. That's totally fine. Your initiative's at 17. That doesn't really matter, though. I think killing her is not useful at all. Let's not bother. I think having the swords start is good. They are the most efficient damage we have. Viking yields. Rose can look. I kind of wish I had silence still up, because that would allow me to make this a lot more convenient. So, oh well. Really can't sneak by this, but that's okay. No one else heard the gunfire. That's fine. Yep, you see me. Sees a bunch of people. Strike 1. Not bad. Strike 2 won't quite... Oh, it does kill because we high roll. That's good. Let's make sure we don't end our turn with more than one in this hallway. Otherwise, we're going to be very sad. This camera's going to be pretty annoying, but I can use my Cyberknight to break it, I think. And I'll have enough AP to get out as well, so it's fine. So I'm going to run to here. That should be chill. I'm going to look ahead to track what these guys are doing. And if I have to do initiative stuff, I will. We get back out, it's fine. What are you three up to? You're chilling. You are not a threat yet, because you're just not going to see over these boxes. And you're not a threat either. Okay, so we're chilling for a while. I will probably save this action point. We can just kind of collect up in this little square right there, and it should be fine. We are bypassing. Eventually, when this body timer runs out, they'll be sent to go look, but they're going to be sent to go look away from where we are. As long as we stay far away from our trail of bodies, we are fine. So I think you're good. I think, yeah, you're good, and we'll kill the camera next turn. Yeah, we'll kill the camera next turn. That's going to be safer overall. I guess Zasha doesn't get very far, unfortunately. I did kind of waste her mobility as a result. But getting everyone else out is going to be tougher because the Vanguard is going to have a hard time getting all the way through the room. So I don't mind it. It is what it is. Let's make sure you can get to somewhere decent. Let's turn off the magneting. Okay, yeah, you going here is fine. We all hide inside the room. Oh, you actually hide in there. Okay. I mean, that seems pretty good then. Yeah, it seems playable. Okay. Yep, bioscan turned off. It only sees one. We're fine. It only triggers the end of the turn, so we're fine. Still no new info, so no guards will be sent, but the first body timer will run out at the end of this turn. We get a bit of movement here as well. Probably still have Rose grab the boxes. She is the fastest runner. You should still be doing nothing. And from what I can check, we can just delay for everybody and no one threatens me yet. So they are patrolling, but they are not close to us. Yep, we are just fine. Alright, well. Oh, wait, we gotta keep waiting, sorry. I can do a little bit of progress though. I'm gonna go to like... If I'm here, I'm not spotted by this guy, right? There's no way you see me. Okay, I'm gonna go there. And I mean, yeah, these boxes are in the way. You just don't see me. You don't see like that far to the side. Unless I'm really stupid, but there's like no way. Here, let's just be safe and hide all the way in here, which means we totally can't get seen. I'm gonna wait and grab the loot at the end. Standing around. Magpie can wait. You are patrolling. I was gonna be fine where I was, but whatever. You will be snuck up on. And you're just patrolling. Alright. Well, we found the next inroad. That's good. If I go here, I get 3 shots. The chance for critting is reasonably high, so let's go. 1. Not a crit. Unfortunate. 2. And 3. There you go. There's your double damage crit, thanks to all the implants and whatnot. Zasha can't get this kill yet. You are not going to be spicy, and you're going to walk away, actually. So I can get pretty close and get kind of... I wouldn't say greedy with it. We're not going to try to get kills just yet. But I can sneak pretty close to you. To be extra safe, I'll stand behind this wall. But I am pretty sure it's fine. But yeah, to be extra safe, I'll stand behind the wall. Okay. Rose can grab this loot. We get some nice legendary files and another meta cloud. That's good. That'll keep our medical needs sort of fed. Okay, you're going to get heard. Okay, there's no way I can get to this host without it being too loud. Looks like I can't jump over this way. So let's take what pathing we can. Try to kind of go around this. Go to here. And you can't start hacking with 0 AP left, so it doesn't really matter what I do. I'm just going to go ahead and crouch and just stand here. Should still be in decent enough cover. You're behind this, so if he turns to his left, this bench and this are both in the way, and I should be fine. But again, we already used look ahead, so it shouldn't be a big deal. We get an escalation. The escalation is 1 tally per turn. That's, it's okay. One person has been sent to go figure out what's going on with that body. It was not you, so there's no reason to rush this one. Who was sent? Who's suspicious? You. That's fine. You're a basic guard. You going out of the way is fine for me. Luco is here in the middle. Amshi is still hiding over there. Okay. We'll need to find some way to get rid of you, but for now, I'm fine with what I have. Tally doesn't concern me just yet. This is going to be a relatively long mission, I think. Okay, you found a corpse. We're getting some tally here. But it's all on this side of the map. We are going to be okay. You don't see that body quite yet. More patrols. You going back is actually pretty good for me. I can find a way around that. I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to go here. Okay, we've got a medium-sized host, at least for the early game. For early game standards. Connection health and connection use go in that order. We go down here, we got more stuff to deal with. We've got tally and connection use. Okay, we've got definitely some spice here. 2 actives and a trap, most likely. Tally, damage to cyber deck. I have some deck shield, but I'm worried about what else might happen, so I'm going to start here. Okay, if you take any action restarts ice, is not a big problem. We can try again now. We'll take the 5 tally. It's not the end of the world. We scan for more. We lose disarm. It's not the end of the world. We found the CPU. I actually want to spike it this time, but I can't just yet. I'm out of IO. Okay, I think I have the damage to knock the CPU out, but I don't have scan. It's fine. Let's go. We null up. Let's go check. We damaged 3 ice. We got tally for 3 ice. We got what we came for. So we can't go through it just yet because we don't have scan or anything else. So I'm going to go back here, just end my turn here, and then next turn we'll load up some more stuff. I just need a lot more IO to be able to use overclock well. I just, you know, haven't had the time and space to get all that done, but this will look pretty good relatively soon. And you can't end your turn on a CPU, by the way, which is why I moved back. But honestly, not a bad first turn to open up this host. Alright, you're done, but let's wait for the rest of it. Actually, yeah, I should, because you're going to see the body otherwise. Alright, off you go. Patrolling. Alright, it's time for the team to get some stuff done. So I'm going to delay. I want my sword people to get what they can. I'm going to have you start with silence here because we can actually get some decent gains as a result. I'm going to put you over here so that you don't look and see Zasha. It won't really matter, to be honest, but because Zasha can't come up sneakily anyway until she gets more talents. Oh, but we got the stealth crit, though, and that's awesome because these weapons have bonus stealth crit damage, so we crit for 2.0 instead of 1.5 because of stealth kill. Wonderful stuff. Good job. Also, if you invest in silence, you can actually give it... You can make it give you a bonus stealth crit chance, which is obviously playing right into the playstyle. I don't have anticipate until next turn, so I can't do too much here. We'll just go here and be fine. Viking can now reload his guns finally. A little bit of a reprieve. Magpie needs probably 2 or 3 more turns to finish hacking, so... And I do want these devices disabled and the downloads, so we'll probably take our time with this one. We'll put Zasha up close, and... Hey, if we're lucky, this guy will walk towards us and be easily attacked. Wouldn't that be nice? But we're taking our time. We're not going to get the turn 9 clear. There's no way. It's not worth just leaving early for 20 influence. It's not nearly important enough. So, more orders received. Looks like the other guard captain got woken up to go investigate the fact that a body was found. Totally understandable. But still, half the guards don't have anything going on. The Sec AI only sent a few of them. Oh, darn, he got spotted. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I didn't realize his camera's turning back on. That's my fault for not tracking it, but oh well. For now, I will once again delay, let these guards have their turn. They're walking away, which is unfortunate, but it's okay. We're trying to go for the host and getting all the loot here. Yeah, so you're hunting around as you lurch forward during the fast forward. What I want is to load scan. Over here. Set to the SPU. This is going to suck a bit. Yep. Ow. Connection use. Damage to connection. Okay, well, let's go here. Block that. Go here. Drop that. I've got to run all the way back around now. It's going to be a bit of tally, but it's not the end of the world. We scan again. We spike. We underflow back to level 0. And now let's go ahead and deal with what we've got in front of us. You've got, if you load a program, that's not a big deal. Block the download access. Take 2 accounts. Come forward. Come here. I can scan a second time. I see what's around. Passive entrap and active entrap. Let's go this way first. Damage to connection. Okay, get rid of you. Take 2 files. Come down. Come down. Use a program. Steals AP. And download access. Get rid of those. I get 1 download, and I'm stuck here. But I got blueprints for an advanced metacloud and a suppressor, which is pretty good. Those are pretty valuable. You are patrolling. Yeah, so far it's fine. Okay, so what's next? Well, you are scary. You're a Warner-Braun Firecom, and you're a captain. Captain needs to die. The Firecom I would like to evade if at all possible. Looks like he's going to stand around for this turn. I don't know what this guy's doing, though. I'm afraid to be in that room. I don't really feel like jam kitting this camera. We already got spotted by it anyway. I think you're done. I think you're going to come up here. And we're going to, at some point, figure out when we're going to go for the next fight. But we don't have great armaments for knocking these two guys down without going fully loud and getting a lot of the map running towards us. So normally when doing early captain missions like this, I really like having a Scourge. The Scourge's tools are so nice for cutting through heavily armored enemies because you can get like 400 damage without raising any alarm or anything, and it fully cuts through armor. Okay, orders received. These two guys are going to be sent towards either bodies or the camera, which is good news for me because that means they will hopefully split up. One of them should be sent to the camera. So unfortunately, you were sent to the camera. So where's the captain going? Oh, actually, good for me. Nice, 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 nice. You'll see it, it's too late. That is as good as that could have been. That is so lucky for me. It is probably a tactical surge turn, I'm guessing. I'm going to start by waiting, though, and letting Magpie finish hacking. I'm going to take that. Great. Let's move on up towards here. We have some programs to load. I need to get rid of actives at the very least. Let's load scan while I'm here as well. Alright, well, we know what's here. Unload programs in any action. Yikes. Damage to Cyberdeck is less important than that. We scan. We've got stuff here. Let's go and start with the downloads. Maybe I shouldn't be. Well, it doesn't really matter. It's too late now, actually. I would always have to load Deception, and so I could never get through these right now. So damage to connection, any action. Scan for the trap. The trap is on download a file. Got it. Take our downloads. And then I will be here. Actually, I should be okay. What I'm going to do is go here. Deception this. Okay, this should be done. It's been triggered. I took some damage. Let's Deception you now. I don't know if it's going to trigger next turn or not, but it shouldn't. I guess we'll see what happens in the future, but at least check this out. Let's be done for now, because I can't do anything else. I can't load any programs. Taking damage to your Cyberdeck, by the way, requires money to repair. So that is a little painful. I want to keep waiting. Actually, if someone runs all the way to here, he's going to wake them up. But I think that is so unlikely that I'm not going to worry about it. Actually, you're not even going for a while. You're too far away to matter. You're not going to be a threat just yet. I guess I want to do... I'm going to look at you guys because I want to know what you're going to do. It looks like it's going to be don't be scary, so who cares? Alright, Zasha is spotted, and so she's going to go fight. We're just going to swing. Nice, we shred the armor on the first strike. That brings his armor down from... Right, so a basic captain has 75. We shred the first time, it goes down to 53, which is roughly double damage from before. Strike 2. Strike 3. You're getting low enough. We're going to kill you eventually. It's Rose's turn. She should have no problems here, realistically. You getting spotted is kind of expected. I'm not really worried about it. I'm actually going to try to maximize AP here. I'm going to run to this location. I'm still in range. It's not a problem. I get seen. Is what it is. We strike. You're almost dead. I'm going to have my Cyber Knight shoot his gun because I want to grab the loot here while it's open and no one's around. We should be fine like this. We get another level 2 melee weapon blueprint. That seems fine. Alright, you have been told to run by the Sec AI. You're going, yeah, kind of away from us. We can catch up to you at some point here. You are patrolling around, and you are going that way, which is fine with me. Alright, and so Viking should have no problem at all grabbing this last skill. I get spotted, but this is basically a guarantee. We never shred your armor a second time, but we have enough damage here. Down you go. I think we didn't even crit a single time with anticipation. Payday. So, second guard captain down. You're on a mission already. You know what? I should send my team back this way. It's gonna be rough because this dude's in the way. But I think legit the best play is to get the team back over here to cut this guard captain off and then go back through the middle. Because I want this kill. It's worth like 60k? That's more than any box is worth. There's like almost no way it's not. So I'm going to crouch forward, and then next turn is going to be Tactical Surge and us trying to find a way into this. This guy's in the way, we got to deal with him. So we get some quantum interference. Yeah, 4 tally a turn now. Okay, you're hunting. You're gonna, you know, show up in my line of sight before too long. I'm gonna wait on you. I think you're not gonna threaten us right away. I think... Yep, you're just standing around. Expected. I think Tactical Surge makes sense. This is gonna be a turn for it, I'm pretty sure. Let's just pop it now, because I don't want to forget and have, like, someone else have to take a turn, and then, like, the MP goes to waste or something, so let's just do it. I could double jam kit this, but I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to run out this way. Let's see where he goes first. Oh, you know, I could go for a lure. Actually, lure seems really good here. If I lure you out into the open like this, you are very killable. Yes, you're going to be on a camera, but... Oh, wait, ooh. Yeah, I can't get you quite as far as I want. Let's see. This is actually pretty ugly, but... If I go to here... I can lure you into the corner. Okay, so the plan is lure you, put you in the corner away from the camera so that the body doesn't get found. And the way you're going to face, you shouldn't see anyone either. We should have no problems getting the kill. Let's actually aim it a little bit farther down like this so we have an easier time getting to you. Right here should work really well. You're going to walk down, then go this way. And you shouldn't see my Cyber Knight, and you shouldn't see my Hacker. We should be fine. Let's take the delay. You're patrolling. You are going to be done soon. Let's see. Do I get screwed? Not yet. Okay. So loading prep doesn't pop this. Does this pop if I use a program? Yes, it's still popping. Okay, so that's annoying that it's going every single time. So I guess we have to disarm you. So that's not what it says in the tin, but good to know. I've got to kill tigers. They actually stay up just like blasters do. They're basically the same ice. As far as laser meshes are concerned, yeah, it looks like getting rid of all 3 is worth it. You know what's funny is actually I didn't need to take it down because all I had to do... Well, I mean, if I did it first, I would have blocked the damage, of course. Anyway. These are disabled. Let's go here. Damage to Cyberdeck. Scan for traps. If you exit, okay, I'm not going to really do that here. Let's hack all 3, just get them out. Okay, so you've taken all the downloads from all 4 spots. You've taken a lot of devices down. Not bad. I'm going to leave you here. You're still hidden behind this. Let's have everyone have their turn and run around. You are patrolling. You're not endangering me yet. You're going to go right there where I want you to go. Turns out if I'd killed the camera sooner, I would have moved him a little bit closer, but it's fine. And now it's time for damage. We've got Slash Slide up, which is good news for me. I'm going to go here. That is not quite in range, so I've got to spend more. Going to here is fine. I'm going to get seen. I don't care. We were never going to stealth this guy anyway. I'll put you on this side. Did I get out of range? Did I put myself too far? No. Okay, good. Do I want to use battery to deal bonus damage? I might need to. I'm going to go ahead and use Power Slice to get bonus pure damage here. We glanced. That sucks. That did nothing. We are not getting any shreds either, which sucks because our shred chance is 30%, and we hit 3 times. And they were all useless. Okay, I'm going to have you see if Rose can hit. I think she can't. Yeah, we're not going to be in range for melee. So best I've got is a few pistol shots. Which is not glorious, but it's literally all I have. So we'll just try to wear you down. You've got good armor. Ugh, that sucked. 28 damage per shot. Yeah, yikes. Okay, do I need to debuff you? What is your initiative? It's 11, so no. Can I get out of gunshot audio range for one? Yeah, if I go really far. I mean, it's probably worth it, though. I really don't want them to hear the gunfire. So if I go right here, that tells me everyone's out. So, yeah, we'll shoot. We shred and crit. Thank you. And that, even if I don't kill here, Magpie should do pretty well. Okay, down you go. It's something. No new security events, but there is going to be an escalation. Let's reload while we're kind of all grouped as it is. Didn't quite need all the AP, but it was close, so I don't really mind what I did there. Let's group up and go this way. We're going to go find the captain. Turn 9, escalation. Let's see what we get. Looks like it's not reinforcements. Is it body timers? Yep, it's body timers. We're going to get a lot of escalation really soon, so we might not get it this turn, but we're getting it next turn. So here's the last captain. We also have to get all the way across the map, by the way. Let's keep waiting. Okay, you're patrolling. You found a corpse, but nothing else. You're done. Okay. You're patrolling. That's fine. You can wait. And you're going away. Okay, cool. So the captain's a bit alone now. It's good news. Alright, so what plans can we make? What can we do? I've got a smoke grenade that I don't want to use. Magpie has a shock mine that I could go for a stun with. Rose has nothing else. Zasha has a shock mine as well. Alright, so I'm thinking the play is go very far forward. This area looks safe. Go far forward, look to kill next turn. He's on 14, which is a kind of a weird one. We have to delay a lot to let him go first, which is probably fine, which is a little weird. We're going to mostly hide behind this wall here, hide in this little alcove. And that should be alright. So, let's see. Yeah, we'll prioritize going to here and then reloading. But this room should be safe. And because there's been no reinforcements yet, we're not even getting, you know, that much that's spicy going on. We're not getting, the map's getting kind of empty, right? There's only like 6 guys left, and we're not going to reinforce this turn either. It will reinforce next turn no matter what, but at least not this turn. Next turn is definitely a go hard angle. I think putting you here is better. I want you to be close to the, close and ready to go. Okay. Rose been woken up. That's going to be a little scary because... Actually, you might go down there, actually. Please go left. All right, sweet. I was right. They're going to this body, which gets her out of the way, which is huge. You're going to escape, but you're too far away to matter. I'm thinking I want to let this guy have his turn. I don't want to risk going early. It's just not worth it to me. And the good thing is the patrols have lined up well with not being in my way, which I'm very happy about. Yeah, they're all far from me, which is just absolutely great. All right, where are you headed? Ah, he's heading back. Not too far, but he's heading back. All right, so you're a tanky shotgunner. You're a regular gunner. This guy's pretty good initiative, actually. You're at 18. I can manage that, I think, but it's not great. Okay, with silence I can be in melee range here. I think we can go for it, and we can find the initiative tools that we need to make this go okay. That's what I believe to be true. So I'm putting you here and slicing, and these benches should help me have some level of cover and not get killed. I'm going to go ahead and go for a power slice here. It's my one shot. Not terrible. It was a real hit. We got good pure damage. Viking doesn't get to do a lot of shenanigans. I'm going to have you... crud. Yeah, it's not great here. I want Zasha to go earlier so you can try to shred. That's not going to happen here. So the question already is... Who can be where? Okay, so you're going to be here. You're going to take your shots. They're not going to be great. I'll get shock mine. I think I'll need to. Let's burn the shock mine. I think we're not going to get enough damage on you. Actually, does Viking have one? Because he's going later. No, you don't. Okay. All right. You're going to shock mine this. I think we don't have the damage. Here, you can't report on me. So we burned 2 stuns. We burned the Dazzler. We burned 1 of our Shock Mine charges. Wait, you can't hit him? Okay, that was weird. There you go. Well, surprise target because she counts as hidden. She's been out of combat for so long that she got back into stealth. I think you're just going to come out and stand here. Being out here in the hallway is, I think, relatively safe, actually. Okay. We are slowly... Okay, well, very slowly whittling him down. I think there's no reason to slash slide here because it's not going to matter. Viking goes early so we can go for look-aheads and make sure the team is going to be safe. That seems fine. And there's like no way you can one-shot this. Even a crit wouldn't kill. The shred's nice though. Next turn will be decent. Reinforcements are right there. Alright, we gotta sprint out of here as fast as possible. We are not staying for this fight. Okay, we gotta figure out what we can maximize with. The exit's like right there, it's not that bad. We're gonna sprint through this room probably. Okay, so how do we get out as fast and clean as possible? Yeah, you're heading that way, you're heading that way. You're both going relatively early. I might need to burn a smoke grenade, which thankfully this guy has, so it's not the end of the world. I don't think I want to smoke and then hope we can run. I think I've got to try to find this kill somehow. Let's see, who can go when? So again, you're going... Okay, yeah, you're going at a bad time. Let's see. You're at 19, you don't matter. You're at 18, you also don't matter. You're at 16, you do matter. The problem is Rose is in a weird spot where this guy's going to cut her off. So you're going too early for me, and you're going too late. So I would like to make Rose go early, and I want to make this guy go late, and then find a way to like finesse everything else. Okay, I can get into interference spike range for sure. If we go here, I can slow him down. That's going to be enough. There we go. You chill out for a bit, okay? And then I'm thinking I'm going to run down the hallway. Him seeing a body doesn't matter. I could go to here and try to get this. I think that's correct. I think hallway plus motion field seems completely playable. Actually, no. He's going to run the rest of the way because Magpie's going to turn that off. That will be functional. That'll be fine. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Yep, correct. Rose knocking this guy down seems good. We can... I'm going to strike once and then go for, like... If he doesn't kill, it's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Because Zasha gets this kill on her turn. Double checking that Cabo doesn't matter. Yeah, I doubt you're going to do anything I care about. I'm going to run 1 square to here. I'm going to jam kit this guy. I'm going to try to look ahead. Cabo, what are you doing? You're going away. That's fine. Let's hide you in this room. Looks like here is going to be very functional. That's totally hidden. Totally hidden. These guys are heading that way, but again, we'll be out of the way. It'll be fine. You're done. Cabo is useless. Yep. I do not need these boxes. Maybe that one. I can probably greed for that one. That's it. Let's have Magpie. Am I worried about you guys? Not really. I mean, I could hug there to be a little bit safer. That should be a decent enough spot to not get seen by anybody. Zasha gets this kill, no problem. 3 for 3. Objective achieved. Okay, so looks like you're gonna hang out with Rose here. I don't believe I'm in danger from anybody. They're all walking wrong directions as it stands. We can... The one scary thing is they're gonna go first, move down, and they might outroll me on the next turn. So I am basically at their mercy for what their initiative is going to be. If I can roll a 16 and Draco will roll above that, that's not a good sign. You're patrolling, but you didn't find a corpse. You're not seeing my guys yet either. Yeah, see, we're safe where we are. You're walking forward. Okay, yeah, I'm at the mercy of what their initiative roll is. Which is a little scary. It's a little nerve-wracking, but we're hiding. We're okay. But we're hiding. It's okay. Heading to checkpoint. Alrighty. So, searching for interference. No specific new reports. Ooh. Please don't go too far. Okay, you're fine. Alright, Rose is up. Now, you know what I should really do? Use Lure and run them all away. Hey, guys. What if you didn't chase me down? Yeah, what if you just did that instead? Is that cool? I think that's cool. Man, isn't Lure a great skill? You don't need much more than the first 2 points, but it is nice investing in getting like a second charge, making the range ludicrous. Like you can get some really silly stuff if you max out Lure. Especially if you have a Scourge on your team, Lure plus Tox Cloud is just 1,000 damage. You're just patrolling. Okay, you're hunting back towards us, so we've got to care about what this turn looks like. We know you're not going to do anything, right? So, really the play is let's run up and try to slash slide these guys. And just make sure... Well, the only downside is we don't have initiative tools left on our Cyber Knight. And you rolled an 18. You're at 13, which is not as scary. Actually, can our entire team get out? I'm not sure if Viking can make it. And Viking counts as spotted, which is actually pretty scary. Because I would love to run for the exit here. But I'm not sure if Viking's fast enough. It's close, but I'm not sure he is. He has Tactical Surge next turn, but nothing else. I guess he could throw a Smoke Grenade if it's really bad. I should also see if... I mean, Rose should be fine no matter what. But I don't know why I'd bother waking them up. These guys aren't scary right now. I'm just going to put Rose closer to the wall, and then we'll just make sure the entire team can run from here next turn. With Tactical Surge, it should be totally safe. So spend 2 AP. End your turn. You have a high initiative roll. Similar here for the Cyber Knight. I'm actually not going to run you that far. I don't need that many more action points. So I'm going to go here. End my turn. Bank initiative for next turn. There, I'm going really early. Magpie is fine where she is. I'll bank all my action points as initiative, because you make it no problem. Zasha, we already know, was going to be safe. I can still choose to hug one of these walls as, like, slightly safer. I think that's slightly safer. I could be wrong about that. But this should look pretty good. We get an escalation. Shouldn't be a big deal. Matrix Eye Alert is no longer a problem for me. That turns on, but I don't care. We're going to Tactical Surge. The entire team gets to go next, and I for sure have enough AP. I am not grabbing that box. It is not worth it. We are out of here. Guards see me. I don't care. We don't need to care. We are getting out. We failed our 10 turn limit, but we did manage to kill all the guard captains. Thank you, Swords, for allowing me to deal acceptable damage to armored enemies quietly. Pistols would have taken absolutely forever. If you want to do that, you need a Scourge. Scourge is like how you deal damage like that. I do think it is a stronger class than Cybersword for what it's worth, but it's whatever. We don't want to overstay our welcome. Filter back into the shadows and disappear. We're getting paid for blood. How much did we spill? Bendigo will be pleased to hear of our complete success. 3 for 3. So the team levels up. Solid XP. We get just enough to level up Magpie. I think she needed 65, so she got it. Very helpful to level up, though. Zasha gets some more. Her name is Aim. Ironic for being a melee character. It's fine, though. We got a little bit of loot from boxes. We got quite a bit more from Matrix downloads. The more important thing is our payday was pretty good, actually. It is enough to level up our face as well. I I'm really tempted to go for a bunch of the Dealmaker talents for Corpo contacts, but no, I'm going to go for Puppet Master cooldown. And then I'm going to move in to grab Field Coordination and try to cap this out. Should look pretty good overall. And then we'll go back for Coke Inspire later and really try to invest in somebody. Cybersword levels up. We get to start grabbing things like Lightfoot and Whisper Kill. I am certainly not guaranteed to get the stealth kill on the first attack, but when I crit, it looks good. Lightfoot is here. Realistically, Whisper Kill isn't useful until you even have Lightfoot for the stealth crit chance. I would argue that this is like almost mandatory, but... Oh, I forgot to actually go for Choppa. I also like getting Choppa. I guess we're going for this stuff instead first. Whatever, it's fine. This is totally a reasonable build, but... Yeah, going into Choppa is good for the action point printing. You could one-point it, but you're already here, so like get the cooldown on the charge. It's about as good. You had the path over it in the first place. Preempt is nice. It's a melee overwatch. That can help. And because melee attacks can't miss, it's a guaranteed stop. Yep, Cyberdak is damaged. Vanguard is here and can spend some points. It is time to start getting Glasswalker, and then at level 4 and level 5, we can get to a pretty good spot. Hacker gets some more XP. That's good. We're going to go ahead and bump this part of Overclock. Getting some more IO is good. Then we'll start going into making Nolop stronger. We can make it cheap, and then we'll get our packet loss point, and then we'll start moving up from there. Looking pretty good so far. I do want to hire her at some point. In fact, I will probably multi-class her right away and make her a sniper and not a primary Vanguard, or I'll like only get Glasswalker and make her a sniper, something like that. I want to have a breadth of tools, and snipers have really, really good combat buffs. I think Sniper is like right up there with Cyber Knight as the best support class in the game. But it's specifically combat support. They give you a lot of extra damage. Let's go spend our second Underworld Hub token now. Let's bump this to make the shots a little bit nicer for these two. So now we're at 74 and 87%. Not too bad. Our team isn't injured, but I do want to get these guys back from legwork first if I can help it. And I've got money to spend, so I'd like to upgrade my base when I can and let some time tick down until then. Took a while, but I found out exactly who we need to talk to. Let me introduce Warner-Braun Corporate VP Scott Marlowe. You're facing good work here. She found me in a quiet moment. I imagine there are few quiet moments right now. On the transatlantic ship, it was quiet. None of us will find that again. Nor will we return to Berlin. No, it seems Warner-Braun Global has deemed this is your new permanent home. So let me welcome you to New Boston. If you're going to be stuck here, you're going to need people like me on call. A Cyber Knight. As impressive as I had imagined, you're a rarity, at least back across the ocean. I understand New Boston has quite a few of your type. I will, in fact, need you. But don't hold your breath, Viking. This runs on your Hollywood principle. I call you. Pleasant enough, a new friend. Well done, Hayes. This corporate VP is trying to play it cool, but the blood is in the water. The first waves of citizens and soldiers arriving are going to get chewed up and spit out by this city. To establish their beachhead in the zone, the Megacorp will accept a few casualties, but Scott Marlowe doesn't want to be among them. A first contact in a new Megacorp is a foot in the door. Stories, missions, Procton missions, and introductions to others in Warner-Braun are coming soon for Warner-Braun contacts. Yes, indeed. So that's cool. That's done. Let's let this legwork complete as well. We'll hope you succeed. That got ugly. I didn't intend it to, but it did. One of your customers will not be making their payment ever. It's not what I was asking for, Viking. But it is having the effect you wanted. No one's going to stiff you again after this bloody mess. We gained a favor, and she got 10 influence. And, of course, she got hurt, so she's down for the count for a little bit. But that's not the end of the world. She'll be okay. She got XP from finishing the mission, so we can level her up as well. We can bump more into Recoup, but I'm actually really feeling like I want to go ahead and bump Iron Grip here. So I really like an extra charge. And this is not great by itself. When you get here, you get 20% extra pure, you get a 2-turn cooldown, and you're basically immune to recoil for the turn. So I probably should have maxed out Iron Grip before Recoup. I think realistically that was the better play, and it was a mistake not to have done that. And probably like taken Marker Sight's crit chance before going here. So probably some learnings for the pathing here, but it's fine, we're getting there. So let's see. Aitana is down, but we still have a team that is ready to fight. We have one open task. What do I want to build here? I could build a hacking station, or I can go for a SimStream trainer. to get respec tokens and level up the alts. Another option is to start investing in bumping the cold storage to make bigger file sets. For any of these that are done, looks like they aren't, but, you know, theoretically. We can sell this for a bit of money, sure. Some blueprints to sell, no one buys level 5s. This AR silencer, I will not bake onto one, so I'll sell it for money. Slam Dancer, kind of similar here, I might just sell this for money. These accounts are going to get turned into cash right away. That part's fine. Again, I'm looking pretty good on money here. I do want Underworld Hub 2 pretty fast. Probably before we dig out the bottom side. I also want to bump the barracks up to make room for more mercs. That's useful as well. I want Field Ops 2 pretty quick. 150 is not too bad, actually. What's the tier list here? I mean, Underworld Hub 2 is expensive. It's 300k, but we're getting there. Field Ops 2 is really good. I get tokens much faster, and I get more leverages. I'm really tempted. The other option is grabbing probably Trainer or Hacking Station. I'm kind of feeling Hacking Station, so let's go ahead and go here and say, yeah, put in power. I think that's totally reasonable. We've got a decent amount of extra scrubbing for now, so it's okay. But yeah, as far as my team being available, I've got 1, 2... Actually, I should have you heal your deck real quick. Let's repair. It'll be very quick. 6k is not bad. 1 day 12, not bad. So you're on that right now. You, the Cybersword, the Vanguard. Yeah, someone's got to get back in before we run the next mission. The scav raid is free, or it doesn't pay in the first place. Let's wait till this is done. Okay, the clean room is up. The hacking station can be built. We can now bring on leverages. Well, in 4 days, we can bring on leverages for hacking missions, or anything with hacking in it. Her injuries are going to be done fairly soon. This is done fairly soon. Cyberdeck repair is done. That's good. She's ready to go. I'm going to wait till the hacking station is done before I grab this hack the files in the set mission. I'm going to wait on that. We're getting our hub tokens pretty soon. Our recruit is got to be picked up in about 3 days. Let's grab that now just because... Well, no, I can... Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just grab her. I think it's fine to grab her now. Want you to be a thief named Tanya. Used to work with her on jobs when I was in the Low Z. And this is from... Zasha, right? Yeah. Yeah, she used to be from Los Zagales, so... Used to case joints for AIM back in my Los Zagales days. Looking for an upgrade. Let me introduce Tanya. So you ran recon for Los Zagales raids and hit squads. I'd like to say I cased targets, places, people, operations. Anything the team needed to know. Entrances, exits, security routines. AIM said you were good at what you did. You always noticed the most important things. I am good at what I do. That's why the bosses kept me so busy, even though I wasn't more than hired help. You never pledged? I'm sure they probably felt like I did. I hung around enough years. But to be honest, I never liked their larger agenda. Wasn't to your taste? Most of it, the drug running, the bravado, all the fighting, for what? Ward 4? But you'd pledge to our agenda? I feel like my agenda and your agenda are much more aligned. So I would. AIM said all the crews used to ask for you to run recon. What makes you so good? We can give her an extra trait. So we can make her even better at legwork. Now keep in mind, Emil already has the sleuth trait, so we don't get anything too special there. So we can go for just pick up thief or agile. If you make her a thief, she of course has very quiet walking. This still won't ultimately matter. We would need another. Well, I guess we could get other sources of minus move detection, and we would finally get there at the end of it. But I think realistically, I've already got plenty of melee characters. I want a sniper, and so giving her something like move speed is useful there. If you move quick enough, they never know you were there. Quiet, clever, agile. When you're going on a heist, you never want to stay long. In our line of work, that can be the difference between a score and a disaster. What do you think, Hayes? Got one more question. I want to know about your chameleon sheath. AIM said you just recently had it spliced in. That's not cheap chrome. You didn't earn that kind of money doing intel sweeps for a street gang. Where'd you get the money? And before you answer, let me be clear. If you want in this company, trust is our baseline. So even if you don't like our answer, it better be the truth. Or sorry, if you don't like your own answer, it better be the truth. So what is her backstory? Well, she could have stolen from the K-Milieu. She could owe obligations to an Ultratech exec. Or she can have sold out one of her Los Zagales bosses to a rival in the Fenians and can't go back. Let's give her an ultra tech exec that she owes obligations to. Why not? Actually, no. Let's say she stole from the K-Milieu. You didn't get made? How long do you think that will last? Not long, probably, since you fenced the loot. The K-Milieu have their tendrils in everything. It will get back to them eventually, and then you'll have a problem. I was very cautious. Don't try to play that up too much. You know you took a big risk, and now we have to decide if we're willing to shoulder that risk. The private word? What do you think? Well, everyone in this business has something haunting their past. We've got to keep that in mind when weighing a new recruit. If we can't decide now, we can continue to review the recruit from the roster before making a final decision. Now, welcome to the team. Let me run recon and stealth for your crew a few times, and you won't regret this. So, she is here. She is in the team. She's got legwork chance. She's got a little bit lower health, but overall it's fine. She's got tech, which is good, because tech is good for crit. I think her stat distribution is pretty solid overall. She stole from Kana Williams. Yep. Has a friend. Used to be in Los Zagalas. You can do legwork there, and it's going to be fine. So as for class training, I think we're going to start by going for the respec and saying you're actually a sniper. We're going to take sniper here. We're going to train. We're going to rush all the way up here for JTAC. And we're going to grab the strike zone upgrades here. We'll get cooldown eventually. We'll get JTAC cooldown and buff and charge. Then we can go back into Vanguard later, but for now, you are a sniper. We don't have a sniper rifle. Doesn't need a sniper rifle, but Kazushi is right now. All right. Cool. We are about to be done with this recording, I think. 3 hours is, of course, plenty. And so next thing up is going to be getting this raid ready and then calling it a night. And we'll begin again tomorrow with the next episode. So Command HQ is done. We can now do 3 buildings at once. We can start prepping the Underworld Hub. I'm going to start prepping the barracks as well. And let's get this convo started. Let's get a new mission up. Oh, we also got a limit break here for Tosca, which is nice. Anti-security items service up to level 2. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Let's grab that. So let's see. How are you doing and how much more is there to go? It's rank 2. If you look at the market and say only show me things that Tosca sells. Still just the B liquefies, looks like. Nothing new that I can tell anyway. Okay, fine. I've got a tip on a vulnerable new Warner-Braun operational site. A perfect target for a scav raid. To get up and running in New Boston, they are buying and taking over thousands of properties across the urban core. The treaty limits their staff and military headcount. It's like the other corps designed it to keep Warner-Braun weak. It won't last long. They're allowed to bring over more staff and soldiers every month. Yeah, it's a hot tip, but that's all it is. All the hard work would be in your hands, but with the intel, you could mount your own raid and extract some valuable gear. What do we owe you? This one's free. You pull it off, you'll be making me look good. We've got a raid on offer, the Warehouse Pinch. So we've got, oh, the nice thing is we get a much easier host here. The nice thing is, oh, nice. We get plus influence for getting a bunch of kills. That's what we want. The only downside is that this mission is due in 10 days, and Puppet Master, oh, the timing is almost perfect. Okay, cool. If we run down the clock, we should have Puppet Master up just in time, so that when he gets a million influence from this mission, he will be ready to rock, and it'll look good. We can Puppet Master him and get a lot of benefits. That's wonderful. I love that. Okay, we got some things to do then. So we're going to go run this solo hack here for our hacker. And, well, let's see. Okay, the timing is kind of tight here. All right, I have a plan. So the plan is start the legwork. The legwork's going to take some time. It is what it is. I guess we're not running the hacker on the legwork. That's kind of ugly. The tight thing is this takes like 8 days. The thing is this takes 8 days, roughly. So I want my team back in time for this mission. I also want to do the solo hack mission, which means my hacker can't be too busy. Yeah, let's start it now. I guess just Aitana's not going in the mission, and that's okay. Or on the legwork, which is acceptable. Let's run this. I might be on the edge of forging the German connection in this town. I just need your help. The newly landed Warner-Braun leadership are strangers in a strange town. They're looking for somewhere to feel comfortable, safe, somewhere to relax a little and let their guard down. And maybe most importantly, somewhere to grow their fledgling connection to the new Boston underworld. And what, have a few drinks and dance under the lights? Who doesn't want that? So you think your club would be that place? If you were a fixture there, it could be the place. I've managed to get their attention, and a few of the Warner-Braun mid-levels have come by. But if the right whispers got around about who frequents my club, the face of a rising cyber knight, that could seal the deal. Are you sure Warner-Braun leadership's looking to make underworld connections? Come now, they are rule-abiding Germans, but they aren't stupid. They're very smart, very crafty, and they know you have to play the game if you're going to make it in this town. Does ending in New Boston get done without a syndicate, gang, or corrupt corporate officer getting a bite? So I'd play the gatekeeper to the New Boston underworld, plus some time off to relax, work the network. Sounds lovely. If we commit Hayes to a stint at the club, with a chance to send up to 2 other mercenaries. If we are not ready, we can delay before sending her on. But yeah, we should be fine here. We've got plenty of people here. So Hayes can go. Eventually it'll work here. Meet with people. Yes. Party will start when Hayes arrives. Thinking big, Viking? Oh yeah, it will be big. I knew you were born ready for this, but get ready. We're going over the top this weekend. Can also add some more friends here. So I'm feeling like I want to send Rose and Magpie, probably. These are the ones I'm running most often here. I feel like it's a good idea. We're going to send Rose for 7 days. Having the Merc from our crew there would help bring up that rep. Damn, I don't know how I pulled this duty, but I'm not going to ask any more questions. And we can send Magpie here as well. Odds of success are decent. We get another rep. Damn, got this duty. Won't ask any more questions. Everyone can spare for a little party time, has been given their leave. Everyone else is just jealous. That's the end. Hayes is the most important piece of this puzzle. Having her make a nightly appearance as VIP in the club is going to make all the difference. Bringing in both the other mercs with a stroke of genius. They could be Hayes' menacing foils. Then I'll see you tonight, Blimmer. You better go get your club geared up for the party. Alright, wonderful stuff there. They will be done in time for this mission, which is the important thing. She might not be, but that's not the end of the world. We still have time to tick down and money to spend. Underworld Hub, if I had the money, could almost go to level 2. But of course we don't have the money, so Field Ops is going to be the play instead. Let's put in some power and make that happen. Not a lot I can sell, is there? Oh well. She's rested and recovered. This mission's due in a sec. We've got some new legwork coming up. Need one of your mercs on a legwork to watch a smuggler's dock down on the old Mystic River. Well, we'll grab this a little bit later when these are closer to done, and we're going to burn an Underworld Hub token. I can try to burn 2 tokens at once. So also, while this mission is here, we can grab some leverage. Although I might wait till it's level 2. That's kind of far away. Yeah, 9 days for the upgrade is not going to happen. So let's just block some alarms. That seems decent enough. Yeah, do I want to go legwork now or not? I get tokens every 10 days. If I wait 4, I'll have 2 tokens for this. So yeah, I should wait. We're on 2 tasks here. We can up... I would need money, though. At some point, I'll use that. I'll sell this grenade, though. Sell some bonus here. I'm going to sell these biorecyclers. I want enough money that I can get all the upgrades that I want. Okay, I'm just going to sell this here. Maybe it's illegal, but... I want the money. We can bump the barracks. And... I guess, no, you did get 4 copies of it, and you just got to keep the rest. That makes sense, actually, right? They give it to you automatically. Alright. Let's have this on offer. My source leaked the Jupiter Matrix host storing a valuable bioformula. Just hack the files in the set. Jupiter Group won't keep this valuable recipe on the host for long. A data courier will scoop it up and transport it to a lab. So the window of vulnerability is short. I paid good money to get the lead. I need to make this happen. What is it? It isn't something that you would find valuable, but in my profession, consider it a blueprint for a variant of plasma I need to complete surgery and splice in cybernetics. It's carefully guarded by Jupiter Group so that we splicers are dependent on them for expensive deliveries of their customized plasmas. The bioformula recipe will be in 3 parts, and I will pay for any part you can lift. We might be able to make that hack for you then. We've got a Matrix hunt job. One of our hackers must do a solo Matrix host and get paid for every file they can retrieve. And that is going to be due late enough that it's not going to be an issue. We have 3 tasks already working. Hacking station is built. Great. We can use that here to say, hey, give me some IO and Matrix AP on this yellow host. Damage and condition health is playable as well for if I need to knock other stuff down. Alternatively, I can go here and do similar stuff. If I'm not buying the Matrix Snoop, I need the Matrix data map. And with how expensive Matrix Snoops are, this feels like a pretty good idea. I think, yeah, I'm going to grab this as well. This seems useful. We've got open tasks again. Field ops is already underway. We can start going towards the cold storage here. 60k is a little expensive. Can't really swing that right now. I need to put cooling here. That'll be fine. Most of my mercs are busy, of course. Power supply done for field ops, which means we can bump this to level 2. Wonderful. 9 days away is quite a while, but it's fine for now. Various tasks to do before this is done, so not a worry yet. Okay, Underworld Hub could be ready whenever, but don't have the money. So I'm going to need the money pretty soon. I still want to delay as long as I can. Let's let this be done. Barracks is upgraded. Great. With this token being in 5 days and change... yeah, I don't have any other good breakpoints here. Cold storage is where it needs to be. I could put in more stuff. It would eventually be useful no matter what. In fact, I can even go with things like this and just keep the barracks upgrading. 1 day 12. That's going to be too late for that. Let's start this mission here. So I need one of your mercs on a legwork to watch the smuggler's dock down to the old Mystic River. Sometimes the only way to get a really high priority shipment through is on one of the old rivers, the Charles or the Mystic. I've got a piece of high-tech prototype I can't get into the city any other way. It'll be landing at one of the docks next week, and I need you to keep it under tight surveillance. Just watch it, no trouble? I'm sure there could be trouble. Those waterways are full of pirates and rats and all sorts of awful. Don't draw too much attention, but, you know, ward them off, keep the dock open. I need your eyes on the place. If you get a feeling that something is going to try to hit my shipment, you've got to call it off, or we've got to call it off. But if you can scare them off, we can still slip it in. Why does a special shipment have to come in a riverboat? Truth is, those two rivers are the worst smuggling routes of all. New Boston is pretty porous, but I hate floating my goods in the most. But they are deep enough underground that you don't have any risk of a Brave Star Patrol or any other milsec. Only have to deal with the other criminals. Exactly, and for this shipment, that's the risk I have to take. How far do they flow? Buried under half a mile of concrete. There were big rivers once, ran for miles. Now they start somewhere outside the wall, beyond the wards. The Charles River flows under Ward 4, and it's a smuggling artery for Lozi. The Mystic River comes under Ward 7, and its ownership is shared by a lot of parties. So it's a war zone. Toxic waste dump, putrid cesspool, war zone, sure, call it whatever you want. Right, we have some leverage. Looks like AIM can go. She's not good at it. But, you know, what could possibly go wrong with your baseline 40% chance to succeed here? Surely everything's going to be okay. Riverside Vacation? Sounds toxic. Remember, Choppa, don't draw too much attention to yourself. Yeah, it's going to probably go poorly for her, but we'll take the risk anyway. You still get XP for doing it, so I don't mind. We burn an Underworld Hub token to make these more likely. And... ah, darn. This is another... okay, this also creates a legwork, by the way. I have to wait for this one. I would really, really like Underworld Hub 2 before I run this, if at all possible. That's going to be a little unlikely, but it's still the goal. Let's let these finish. And then we can go ahead and run our mission. Because this mission, we're not going to run it right away. But we've only got a couple people ready. We need some more people, so we do have some waiting to do. And again, I want to line it up with Puppet Master being done, because if I sort my contacts by influence, yeah, there's no one in line right now. So as soon as I run this mission for Origami Joe, and I get at least 7 kills, he's going to right away, bam, be ready to limit break, and I've got to make sure I've got Puppet Master done, so I've got to run it on the last possible day, basically. Let's let our legwork finish. I could stay a little longer. I left something in the booth. I better go back. You know we're waiting for you to come back, Magpie. I'll keep the tables warm, the drinks cold. Do I really have to come back? Bimmer knows how to throw a party. Next time you hit a payday, Rose, you better come down and celebrate with us. Damn good time, Magpie. Unforgettable, messy, just what we both needed. There's a rare chance. I don't know how the two of us lucked out to draw that duty, but I'm glad it was you, Rose. They now have a strong friendship. So that's cool. We've got a... basically, this is used by the game's story engine to be fair, there's no missions right now that say find 2 friends, run a mission with them, but These are the kind of tools that they use to be like, oh, okay, look for somebody that matches a tag of use, and you'll get something nice for that. Or, you know, a mission that matches it, something like that. All right, well, I've got the crew ready, but again, I need to have the time tick down. So these are all basically upgraded. I'm, you know, out of money here. My hacker is ready to go, so I think sending her to the Snake's Pit slip is worthwhile. So let's go ahead and run that now, and then we will basically get ready for Warehouse Pinch, and then that'll be us. 2 days, 18. Yeah, timing should be fine here. I shouldn't need to do any shenanigans, so let's go ahead and run this now. It's a yellow host. It's going to be a little bit spicy for that reason, but yeah, should be no problems here. We'll prep our Merc to deploy. Here's Magpie. Yeah, let's just run it. Get a small payday. Terminal has the matrix cords plugged in for our target matrix relay. Our 3 pay data files are in there somewhere. Let's go hunting. If I need some pre-hack juice, better take it now. But nah. If you can't pull it off, head for the exit and get out of there. Someone on the team will pick you up. You know what to do, Magpie. Jack in and get hunting. Alrighty, we have 3 turns to get everything. We've got a relatively small host, which is good news for me. Let's load hardshell, overclock, and the normal stuff. We'll start to the left. Program loading can be skipped. Connection use, though, cannot. We've got active ice here, no problem. Damage to connection, connection use, must do both. We scan, we get a really annoying set here. I'm going to go back for a bit because I need a full charge of deception for this to be good. It's a little awkward, but it's only 1 tally per action. It's not a big deal. Security tally and connection use. We scan, we see double passive here. And I guess I'll just keep going this way for now, because what else is there to do? I'll just go here, knock this down. AP cost, connection use, we scan. Oh no, I don't have scan up. We scan. Okay, there will be probably traps there. Let's go, we scan. If you load a program, scan for neighbors, okay. I will need to take everything down, so we'll start with this download. Ah, we got a piece, that's good. Downloading. One of the pieces is now ours. There is more to find. Don't let the QSEC slow you down. Alright, so 3 AP left means end of the turn. Oh, I have leverage. I forgot. 50 IO means I can... Oh, right. I need to not load programs in its face. So, unfortunately... Oh, yeah, there's a bug where if you use leverage to gain action points, it doesn't unclick those things. Too bad, whatever, it's not a big deal. I've got to load everything, so we're going to load this now for this turn to preserve IO for next turn. Should be fine. We'll take our downloads. That's annoying. Okay, well, we're going to disarm this again, because I have to get passive ice up here. I think there shouldn't be anything too special in this one, so I'm going to go ahead and just go right in. Damage to connection. Scan. There is something here. It's on download. Okay. It's got to go here. Got to take this up. Take the disarm. Got to load scan as well. We scan. Okay, nothing special here. Bar formula part 3. What's yours is mine. Pay data downloaded. There's more to find. Don't let it slow you down. Stolen reserves. Okay, cool. Now we can make our way back down. And unfortunately, I need to go and unload and reload deception, because there's 2 active ice here and I can't deal with that. So I can take 1 with hard shell. Program loading block is not a big deal, but unload programs matters. There we go. Scan, no traps. CPU right here. We'll take our download. I think this should get 1 shot. So let's go. Let's null op. Let's track. We damaged 4 things and only killed 3. Something's still here. I'm going to scan. I'm going to disarm you. I have 4 AP left, which means I'm allowed to walk out. If I end my turn, I hard disconnect because of the CPU. So unfortunately, we're a little bit light on damage. We didn't do quite enough, but it's okay. I'll block this out next turn and load attack to clean it out. Should be fine. We've got 1 more turn anyway, so it's going to be fine. Take you down. Load attack. Go over here. Take you down. Spike the CPU. We've got some downloads here. There's probably a trap there. Have to load scan to get it. What do we have? Load a program. Okay, we're chilling. We sleaze. Download. Download. And that is pay data in the bin. Download complete. Well played. Let's get you out of there. Full success. We can walk to the exit or keep taking risks. We'll take this risk. Now we are done. And now we can go to the exit. And I will say the extra stuff from the leverage was very helpful. Pulled down all 3 pay data files, a total score. Well done. You downloaded the pay data and disconnected with time to spare. Time to ditch this hacker's hideout before some heat comes down on it. Go us. Alrighty, a little bit of XP, decent amount of money. Team gained a bit of power level there. And yeah, we got, right, decent money, and we got some accounts and files and blueprints that we can use. Not quite enough to pay for the Underworld hub, but we're getting there. 83k is enough to buy some upgrades at least. Let's go ahead. We still have no files to mint, but we can at least sell this. We have some basic accounts we can sell for money as well. And some blueprints. We still can't sell these 2, but the Storm Strike Suppressor is quite sellable. 100k, we are getting there. I need another 200. It's going to be a bit, but again, we're getting there. Yeah, we're basically saving up for Underworld Hub. I think that is correct for me. Other option would be bumping the cold storage, but I just don't think I need it right now. I mean, 60k is cheap. Let's just do it. That's maybe an incorrect play, but oh well. It does cost me some nano scrubbing, but I'll be fine for a while. I won't dig out the bottom row until I get these pieces upgraded more. In fact, I should go for Hacking Station 2 at some point. I'll start on it now. But Hacking Station 2 and Underworld Hub 2, probably all worth it before we go into more. Alrighty, let's advance forward and see if this succeeds. Hype Limit Break for Emil. We can increase her health and wound resist. We can give her strength for melee damage, which I'm tempted to go here over the health. I think I won't need health much anymore, even though I know I've been shot a fair bit. Hype Limit Break for you. Nice. Endurance Trained is health and stress res. Zero Print means probably more, actually. Increasing these seems way better. So let's see how we go with this. We're looking at, yep, tally -1, 2 turns for security devices. I believe that's not any different right now, but at some point that'll upgrade enough to matter, I'm sure. Let's let time keep ticking down. Okay, she failed the first roll at it, so she's going to try again here. It's fine. Okay, Warehouse Pinch is due right now, basically. Puppet Master is up, and we've got a team. Do we not? Yeah, we can't afford Matrix Snoop. Double check for any leverages we might need. Field Ops, again, not going to happen. Hacking Station, nothing available. So this is due immediately. Our mercs are going to be clearly the Hacker. I think we should run the Vanguard, and I think we should still run the Soldier. You have an empty slot here because you need to run another pistol. As I steal her weapons. Okay, I'm... who's got the spare pistol, though? Someone does, right? You do. Okay, let's have you drop this. And give that to you. Let me double check that they've all got the scoped pistol. At least that I can afford. Yeah, this is the only one that's not scoped, which is expected. I've got a bit of money. Let's see if I can buy one. Yes, I can get a slightly better red dot. I've got the Hunter, but I can buy the phase shift for not much more. It's +1 accuracy and +1 max range. That's probably worth it for 32k. Let's buy it. Thanks, Joe. I'm going to put that one on the Cyber Knight, though, because he's the primary pistol user, to be honest. And then we're going to save this again as the AR loadout. Great. We're going to take our Vanguard and grab the spare. Let's save this as sword pistol, I guess, right? Let's call it sword pistol 2, which I think it is. Alright, this is the team. We've got our bull assaults. We've got this going on. One thing I probably could or should have been doing is instead of going quite as hard for room upgrades, I really could have gone to the market and bought some much stronger weapons. They're not cheap by any means, but there's some real gains to be made by grabbing these things, and I didn't do that. If we compare our starting urban assaults to the street war dog, it's a pretty big bump. It's like 40% more damage, which, I don't know if you know, it's a big deal. That said, if we get Origami Joe to limit break one more time, the max level of street guns is rank 4, so, you know, taking the risk and hoping that Joe constantly gets these high influence missions, we can, you know, relatively quickly, right, by power level 2, have unlocked max street guns, start immediately saving money, you know, don't bump the bottom of the base at all, and then just kit myself out with level 4 guns. That's definitely viable, although it's been a bit hairy playing the missions out with only level 1 weapons. It's a little tight. Either way, though, that is me being done. Next episode, I don't know if it's going to be 3 hours again or not, but I wanted to make as much progress as I could when I was playing, and I didn't want the episodes to be delayed, because as soon as War Machine drops, I want to respec somebody into it. I don't want those episodes to be delayed either, so that's kind of the goals here. So thanks for watching. I don't know how much you saw, but thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.